If you know the song, sing along. Yeah, you're right.
私も地元民と言っても実際は世代です。もう友達できたの？うん。ブッダさんもこっち見ない方がいいかな。
This promethazine got me leaning like a cholo in the club. I'm 20 deep. I don't be riding solo. Pull some bad bitches, they vanilla and cocoa. They wanna take some photos when we kick it out in Soho. Chicks are showing tits and popping pussy for my promo. Told them like juvenile, baby, move it for me slow mo. Then I'm right back to the block, cause I keep getting moto. I be flipping, not shrinking. I don't give a fuck about no. This nigga name ain't D-Lo, but pimpin' these bitches and stacking this bread forever be my stilo. This is B-Eazy, that dude in the trap making pass smooth. If I ever go broke, then I'm about to pull a jack move. Since a nigga healthy, I don't even gotta worry. With my bitch from Fiji, eating tandoori and chicken curry. That ism is really envy. My pimp game international. I design my own clothes, so I be always looking fashionable. Here's a couple facts about me that y'all didn't know. Some of y'all be getting bread, but I be getting bigger, dawg. I got bigger guns and a whole lot of bad.
Okay, and we are activated. We ain't even gonna wait with this thing, you know. Bam, I'm bringing it up. So let me give y'all some background. We getting into Ebro. Ebro was fired. In case y'all don't know who Ebro is, hold on, I got a little bit of visuals too. Just give me uno momento, and I'ma put that up there. But while I'm speaking, I thought I had an image of it, but I don't see it. But either way, what we're discussing is Ebro. He was a Hot 97 morning show. He had a show called Ebro in the Morning. It was abruptly canceled on December 12th after 13 years. It was reportedly due to his outspoken political views and management decisions. So just giving y'all the prelude before I get into the video. So Ebro in the Morning, it was co-hosted by Ebro Darden, Peter Rosenberg, and Laura Stiles. So it aired its final episode on December 12th. That ended a 13-year run. You know, it's considered a staple of New York City hip hop radio. I didn't listen to it. I thought they were all corny, but you know, I'll try to give an unbiased perspective on this. So they didn't officially confirm the reasons that they let him go. The management just want to move in a different direction. But Ebro claims that it was due to his criticism of the Israeli Prime Minister, Bibi Netanyahu, and his alleged outspoken stance on government issues. He claimed to be a progressive. Then he also said that, hey, they didn't care about the hip hop. They didn't care about the culture of hip hop, and they definitely didn't care about the Black community. But when did he find this out? He's been there for 13 years. I'm sure this was the sentiment the whole time, but he didn't care as long as he was being paid handsomely. Now he gets fired. They told him, hey, bro, kick rocks with no pit stops. And now he's, you know, kind of whining and saying they're not for the culture. Yeah, they never was for the culture, and neither are you, because you sat there and you saw what they were doing, how they were denigrating us, how they were trying to erase us, and he was okay with it as long as he had got a check. If he continued to get a check, he wouldn't even be saying any of this. He's only saying it because he got fired. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video, and we're gonna see what the bro Seti Nash has to say about this. And let me know if y'all have any issues hearing this. And if you slide through the chat, you know, wipe your feet, hit your boy with a like. It won't cost you a fee. The likes are free. Share your boy out. And if you want to hit the panel, you got something of value to say, I will drop that link. So let's commence.
I'm gonna break down why it is that Ebro in the Morning actually was canceled. It's not from the stuff that people are saying, even him with the VCs, the venture capitalists. Nah. And you want to know what's crazy? When it's Showtime to downfall, people will go at it. Because if you look at something like this from Vlad, now that everyone's talking about Ebro's morning show ending on High 97, let me explain the difference between radio and new media. Radio people were required to
And before I get into it looks like we've been joined by a prestigious guest, none other than the big rigger, the old school whipper. You know what I mean? Big rig slaps in the building.
Their competitors. Hot 97 and Power 105 fight over the exact set of ears in the New York area. So management requires them not to work with their rivals. This is why bozos like Rosenberg always hated me, academics, and every other new media person. He just kept doing what his boss told him he should do. New media is totally different. There are billions of potential viewers, so everyone can carve out a lane for themselves and do well without stepping on anybody else's toes. This is why you see academics, Adam 22, Trapper Ross, Whack 100, The Dancer Project, Sean Cotton, Mav Hopper, 1090 Jake, myself, and others all get along, do each other's podcasts, share business info, and ultimately succeed together. Personally, I like our way better. Damn, you say. Damn. Damn. But the truth of the matter is that it's not what he's saying. We're going to listen to the whole entire video. I don't want to interrupt none of this stuff that he's spewing, but it's not the truth. I'm going to tell you exactly where it went wrong. Let's go.
Make sure you subscribe to Ebro in the morning on YouTube. Told y'all a couple of weeks ago when they tried to run that Andrew Cuomo play on me. Remember that?
See, and now this dude is fired. Hey, I'm going to be stopping it. I will rewind it back just so y'all get the clear context, but I'm going to stop it and do a play-by-play. See, now he's fired, but he's still talking in this vague stuff. They tried to run an Andrew Cuomo play. Nigga, what play did they try to run on you? Won't you name drop? He's trying to act like he's off the plantation and not part of the industry anymore. But he still has some high-ranking position with Apple Music. So just because they told him to kick rocks with no pit stops from Hot 97, this dude is still an industry establishment puppet. He's just feeling salty because his ego got to him. Now he has to say, find me on YouTube. He's on YouTube with all of the other content creators. You know what I mean? And Vlad is rubbing it in his face. I don't like Vlad. You know, Vlad is a culture vulture, a step above. He's a culture vampire. But, you know, if people want to be goofy and still entertain this platform, at least go on there and stand on some business. You know what I mean? But in terms of Ebro, I mean, this dude was okay with the erasure of foundational Black Americans and their hip hop contributions. He was okay with the direction that the company was taking the culture, trying to, you know, all lives matter, the culture, and they denigrated the grassroots of the culture. So Ebro was okay with all of this stuff. And now he's trying to frame it like he was standing up. He was some social justice warrior. And that's why they canned him. Like, come on, bro, give me a break.
To run that Andrew Cuomo play on me. Remember that? And then they tried, you know, when the Trumpster got in office. Listen, man, I don't capitulate well, bro. Been doing this too long. You look around all the major media outlets. Look at all the major media outlets, man.
And the title of this is Ebro Plays Victim After Getting Fired. And now you know what this sounds like. TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. You can blame Trump for a lot of stuff. But now this goofy Negro or half Negro or Jewish person, or however he identifies, person of color, I don't know how he identifies, but this goofy individual is over here trying to whine and say it because the Trumpster got in office. No, bruh, you wasn't cutting the mustard, bruh. Who is really listening and wanting to hear Ebro's opinion on anything? I don't know who was listening to it. It was mainly non-Black people and people that's not of the lineage, not of the culture, because what does he have to say interesting? Find me one video or interview that he said interesting. He was propped up, puppeteered, and put into a position to be some sort of thought leader or gatekeeper of hip hop. But bro, Nobody even really knows who this dude is. You know what I mean? I guess you can say that he's a DEI hire. You know what I mean? And I don't even use terms like that, but who is bro? You know what I mean? Ebro, but like, who really is bro? Nobody knows.
Major media outlets. Look at all the major media outlets, man. All of them. Look at all of them. They all got to fold up because they all trying to renew their deals.
Uh-oh, look who slid through. We got another illustrious guest, the Hood Table. And you know what? I might have to have you tap in with a string because, you know, Omaha's own Terrence Bud Crawford, the legend, he decided to hang up the glove. So salute to Omaha, Nebraska. Salute to the Hood. Salute to the Cornhuskers. And salute to Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the greatest to ever lace him up. You know what I mean? People were trying to question his resume and his legacy. Could he beat Muhammad Ali? Is he better than Sugar Ray Leonard and, what's the other man? Hitman Hearns and the people they were comparing him to. Bud Crawford is one of the best to ever do it. So I know the Hood Table is rocking with that. So salute to her. The Hood Table, Nebraska, Omaha in the building.
Licenses, they all, well, in this particular situation, we'll get into more specifics another time. Bro's a casino owner. You know those 3 licenses that they got here in New York City for the casinos? The guy that owns the shit owns one of the casinos.
Bam! Y'all want to make some free money? Hit free cash. Yep, hit that QR code right there. Hit free cash. Or tap the link.
They need my shit talking anti-Netanyahu, anti-government, progressive shit out the way, bro. They need me out the way.
Come on, bro. Bro, what the hell is he talking about? Talking about they need him out the way, bro. You're not moving the needle. Nobody is really checking for Ebro to hear what he has to say. He's talking about he's progressive and they need him because he's anti-Netanyahu. That does make sense because there are a bunch of, people of that special protected community and, Zionists that are running this stuff. But who really knows what the reason was? Nobody is really checking for bro like that. He's not saying anything interesting. He's not even charismatic in the video now. He's fired. He should be saying everything with his chest. He should be letting loose. Instead, he's doing a video in a car talking about, yeah, man, we're going to touch on it a little bit later, but when? A month later, by then, nobody wants to hear it. Touch on it now. You ran to grab a phone and hop in the car to basically babble incoherently. What the hell is he saying right now? He's saying, yeah, man, they tried to run the Cuomo play on me. Who the hell is they? Yeah, man, the owner, man, he's with the Trumpster. Okay, what's the owner's name? You'll say the owner, but you won't say the name of the owner. You know what I mean? It's like saying the owner of the Lakers, but you know the name of the owner of the Lakers. So won't you just say the name? You got fired because when they said, hey, Ebro, you're fired, get your ass out of here, kick rocks with no pit stops. They said your name and you're fired, sitting in the car, whining like a little hoe and won't even say the names of the people that told you to get the flip out of here. Are you kidding me?
They trying to get to these bags that these VCs got, raise some capital. They don't really care, like, especially for like Hot 97 and a WBLS. They don't give a fuck about hip hop or black music or black community. They don't give a fuck about none of that. They give a fuck about access.
Could somebody please cue the tiny violin? Hold on, bruh. I gotta hit bro with one of these. Do I have it? Man, I don't even have it, bro. I was gonna cue up the tiny violin because why is he crying? He's saying they don't care about hip hop, but he already known this. He was okay with that. But now because they fired him, he's acting like he has an issue with it. He was there 13 years with these people that he says don't care about the black community and don't care about hip hop. But he had no issues with it for over a decade. And now only that he's fired, he wants to, you know how they say he gonna cry in the car. He acting like Red from Friday. The nigga went to his car to start crying about something he should have been voicing the whole time. But we already know. We already know Hot 97 don't care about the black community. We already know that they're trying to dilute, erase us from hip hop history and water it down. That's why nobody was checking for Ebro. Ebro is a cornball, and then he had a bunch of other cornballs around him. Nobody was checking for him. He was acting like he was super hard, saying nigga and disrespecting people. And now guess where he is? On YouTube, the Chitlin circuit compared to what he was doing. How is he any different than any other content creator? But we supposed to respect him because he got fired from a huge established radio conglomerate? No, bruh. Ebro or E-Ho, you got what you deserve.
They give a fuck about being able to bring their little nerdy friends to the concerts because that helps them raise money. They've been trying to get to me for years, bro. Years.
So he's acting like he's exposing something, but did he say anything that someone didn't already know? He's talking about they trying to bring their nerdy friends. You're a nerd. And it's okay. I salute nerds, you know what I mean? Yeah, hey, I consider myself a ghetto nerd, you know what I mean? So salute to all the nerds out there, right? But there's a difference between being a nerd that's actually from the soil, cut from the cloth, that's really with that business. And then somebody like this dude, a dweeb, a tether that's cosplaying, trying to act like he's really like that. Like the dude is half black and half Jewish. And when you look it up, they say he's half Jewish, but they won't say that he's half white because that's what he is. There's nothing wrong with that. But one day he's mixed and he's identifying as Jewish. The other day he's black and he's saying nigga, nigga, nigga. Then another day I'm just like, bro, what are you, bro? Nobody really knows, bro. So he's kind of culturally tethering all over the place. And then he's talking about nerds that just want to get inclusion. They're getting included into the culture by people like you. Yes, we do a poor job of gatekeeping because we're such a loving people and we like to invite people to the cookout and everything like that. But this dude is inviting cultural colonizers to the cookout where they're coming to not only participate and enrich the culture, they're coming to extract. Ebro knows that. That's what he's complaining about now. But he was with that company for 13 years, sitting by, watching this happen, wagging his finger. He was denigrating people that was on YouTube. And now guess where he is? Follow me on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. No, nigga, we don't want to hear what you got to say.
But, Ebro in the morning on the YouTubes. Because that helps them raise money. They've been trying to get to me for years, bro. Years. But, Ebro in the morning on the
Okay, the hood table with the bars. I said kick rocks with no pit stops. She added a little flavor to it. Kick rocks and flip flops with no pit stops. You feel me? You figure deal me?
YouTubes. Subscribe. And we'll get into it. You know what I'm saying? Shayla. But yeah, people that I've worked with for a long time, man, they know who I am. They know what I stand for. The communities that listen and have supported us.
No, we don't know who you are. You were working with a bunch of dweebs and higher ups and corporate execs. So yeah, they know you. They know that you would sell out the community. They know that you thought you were part of the club. It's a big club, but you ain't in it. You thought you were in the club and then they kicked you out of the club. They let you sit in VIP and then they said, you know what? We turning the water off. Get up out of here. Kick rocks with no socks and flip flops and don't make no pit stops. Because we don't need you in hip hop.
They know, y'all know how I rock. Y'all know what type of shit I pop?
Could anybody tells me what type of shit Ebro pops? Pause. Nigga, no, we don't know what you pop. We know that you pop your mouth, and we know that you're not popping. That's why they fired your ass, because you're not popping. You don't move the needle. You're not the pulse, the source. Nobody goes to you for, cultural knowledge or cultural relevance.
So, yeah. But I told you, listen, if you listen to Ebro in the morning, I told y'all they was hunting. I told you they was hunting. And we gonna keep talking. I told y'all they was hunting. Pat Rob.
Y'all see what I'm saying? I mean, I told y'all they was hunting. Told y'all, nigga, who is they? Who are you talking about? You saying I told y'all they was hunting? No, you not really telling us something. Imagine you in a neighborhood, man. I told you not to go over there. Okay, cool. What neighborhood to stay away from? Bro, I told you don't go over there. Okay, where? What street you talking about? Don't go over there. Huh? So he keeps saying they and them, but it's like he won't name drop. You've been fired, bruh. They put your name on the last check and said, Ebro Darden, you're out of here, buddy. So they had no issue saying your name. But I've been joined by illustrious guest, Ronnie Q. You know, Ronnie Q, Chef Ronnie, that's what I got to call her, Chef Ronnie, because she was over there cooking up a storm. I call it intellectual gumbo because, I came in and threw, you feel me, a little bit of flavor into the mix, but she already had the pot going on high heat. So, she was just charbroiling stuff. So y'all go over after the stream, of course, and subscribe to Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q is a political dynamo. So I do appreciate her content. And yeah, I think you will enjoy it over there. So we have to give a greetings and salutations to Ronnie Q in building.
You know? But this shit is about that. So buckle up.
So it looks like we've been joined by another prestigious guest live in the flesh, but just so we don't have no trolling issues, Big Rig, is that you?
Who the hell are you? Damn. What it do?
Okay, that's all.
That shit it kept muting on me and shit. Like I'm on my phone, that's why. So I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, no, I can hear you clear. No, that pause scared me. I was like,
who the hell are you?
I thought bro had came through with the P-bomb, but that's the Brody Big Rig. So like we back at it. So Big Rig, you've been hearing the discussion that's thus far. Before I continue with the video, because it's not that long. Were you a supporter of Hot 97? Did you listen to that radio station a lot? Like, what is your knowledge on this topic?
I never watched it, dog. I don't really know too much about them. They're East Coast based, so
exactly.
I don't really listen to too much East Coast based because they don't really listen to us. So it's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't.
No, I respect that, right? And the only reason why most people I know on the West Coast know Hot 97 is because of Funk Flex and the freestyles. And occasionally he used to have some mixtapes that would make his way out here. But yeah, I don't really listen to
Hot 97. I remember him from the car thing, with West Coast Customs and shit.
Yeah,
doing some stuff with them.
Yeah,
but he's always, Funk Master don't really got a good track record, bro. Even out there on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? Like he done did some kind of foul ass shit. So I definitely don't be following those suckers, bro.
Yeah, no, exactly. And this was prior to once he started puffing his chest out, disrespecting Pac, disrespecting the West Coast. Before he was just neutral and it was just about the music, exposing the new talent. But But then, you know, I guess as he became more of a pillar in the culture, you know, he started, you know, being a little bit disrespectful and egotistical. And that's what Ebro was doing too. Ebro was like, you know, he was crapping on people that was on YouTube. Like, I'm on one of the biggest syndicated radio stations in the entire world, you know, and he would be talking down on people on YouTube. Now here he is after getting fired saying, subscribe to my YouTube. How is he any different than any other CC that you know?
Well, right now he isn't. And the thing is I have seen him, you know, prior because, you know, they had a couple of moments like that Rosenberg guy. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if they were going at it with the Breakfast Club or something, but like a few years back, I do kind of remember seeing some shit on you know, their you know, their station and what they do. But what I do know about that guy is he really had he did definitely have an ego, you know what I'm saying? And definitely wouldn't have no problem speaking his mind and acting like what he said was bond and what you said was bullshit. You know, that's kind of the character I got from him. So I really didn't really pay them too much attention. And plus, like the Breakfast Club, and I don't even watch them, bro, but I've seen more shit from the Breakfast Club than I have, you know, their you know, station. So I think they were more kind of in a battle with them, if anything. And as we see, they didn't win. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely had an ego issue, bro. And now that he's on YouTube, he's probably not gonna say it, but it's probably killing him, bro. Because you know he was the type that would kind of shit on people, bro. Like, you know, like you said, like he would shit on people beneath him. And just if you would hear kind of his responses to shit, I know when I've seen him, you know, in prior shit, that's kind of what I got from bro. And his type of get down is something that I don't really fuck with, so I really wouldn't entertain or watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was a cold little breakdown that you did, and I concur fully with what you said. He was really popping his shit, he was talking down to cats, essentially saying y'all beneath him because you haven't succeeded in these higher echelons in the culture of hip hop, you know what I mean? But hip hop has always been about the grassroots, you know what I mean? You can't detach it from the actual soil. So we always look at, no matter how many subs they got, how many money they make, we always look at the industry. Remember, people used to say this, I ain't in the street, I'm in the streets. Do you ever remember that? So yeah, people used to say, like, yeah, once y'all industry niggas, y'all really are not like us. You know what I mean? Y'all cut from a different fabric. You know what I mean? So let me just get back into the video a little bit, and then we'll finish breaking this down.
Because we're going to get active. Enjoy your holidays. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your holiday.
Oh, but I also want to give a humongous shout out to Vibrant Law in the building.
Happy holidays.
So you've been in a car accident, car's bent, neck stiff, not your fault, yeah? Let me guess, you're thinking, I'll sort it later.
Let's get active. Don't fall for the bull, man.
You see, it's hard for me to not stop this. Like, bro, it's not even saying anything. Now you see why he got fired. He's not like witty, not funny, not charismatic. He's just babbling incoherently. Like I said, bro, you're fired now. He should really be popping his shit right now. But instead, he's just speaking vague, sitting in his car, blowing out smoke. Like, bruh, this shit looks corny, bruh.
Work hard. Put yourself in position so the it come every generation. Every generation. Think about it. All throughout the years, man. All throughout the years. It always come. But I gotta open the roof. It's cold outside, man. It's mad cold, bro. More to come. Ebro in the morning on the YouTube.
Let me give y'all a little backstory on Ebro in the morning.
All right, and this is the Bro Seti Nash channel. Once again, this video is called Ebro playing the victim after getting fired. And before we continue, bro, what did this nigga say? He was just babbling on and on and on and didn't even say nothing. Man, they don't care about the culture.
He didn't say anything, bro. To be honest with you, if he's doing a promo for what he gonna be doing on YouTube, it ain't even worth watching, bro. Like, this motherfucker ain't got nothing to make you even want to tune in, bro. Like, everything I just saw right there, bro, like him opening his sunroof, like he don't have no conversation, bro. He need to check out Easily Rigged or something, my nigga. Like, he ain't got it by himself right now, bro. He gonna flop. Like, as soon as he hit that shit, bro, he gonna lightweight flop until he get it together, man, unless he have somebody that kind of game him up. And
exactly.
He ain't right though, bro. If he hit that live button, bro, and try to do his thizzle, he's gonna for sure missile. You know what I mean? And that's miss, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, people like me and you, even, I mean, salute to Ronnie Q, Sincere. We can get up here and just pop our stuff just by ourselves. Of course, you know, I'll welcome other voices and for people to join the panel, but nobody wants to just listen to Ebro by himself. The dude is not interesting. He's not funny, not charismatic or anything. He was propped up by a huge media machine, and now he's going to see how it is on the true Chitlin circuit is what he considers YouTube, and he's not gonna be able to compete with the actual grassroots.
Hell nah, motherfuckers like Settings and all them, bro. They killing him, bro. He gonna have to change his show to Hell No in the morning, bro.
Exactly. No, forget Ebro. No in the morning.
He's from the West Coast, bro. He's not from the East. He actually, and it's crazy because he has a background immensely similar to mine on so many levels, right? So Ebro grew up in the Bay and then came to SAC in the early 90s. SAC means Sacramento. If you're not from the West Coast, then you won't understand. Sacramento, right? Went from Sacramento to because Sacramento had always these two radio stations kind of button heads, and now they just dissipated. It's 102.5 and 103.5. Ebro came up to 102.5 and did his thing. I remember 102.5. Was over there messing with the boards, was a freaking handy, you know what I'm saying, a handy little dude, store runner, all of this shit, right? From 1990 to 1997. Then got his ass up there to Portland. When he got up to Portland after 97 in the 2000s, he managed to get all the way across the country and figure it out and became managing and basically one of the top 3 people, aka a gatekeeper in hip hop. And that's where the downfall happened. Because what happens after that is, with so much success, you start to realize something. You're talented, but what you fail to realize is you're talented at what you do. The real ending that it was a sign that it was all over came from when they stopped playing NY drill music. See, there's this whole entire thing and this whole entire belief that rap is such a bad thing, right? And because of rap, you have individuals who come out and say, rap is so terrible. Well, we had a chance to get rid of rap in 1994 with Dolores Tucker. She's the reason why you have ratings on video games and ratings on music. So when y'all see that M for mature or whatever the hell and everything like that, that's from Dolores Tucker. But how the hell does this matter? People are under the belief that all rap is all about shoot 'em up, bang, bang. You even had liars like Kanye West talk about this shit, even though Kanye West was not spitting gun bars and all this shit when he started. He came out with Jesus Walks and then Gold Digger and then all the shit that he did with Twister. So how could you complain about something that you're not even a part of? Those of you who will say rap music is destroying the black community, can I ask you a simple question? When the last time you've been to a PTA meeting? When is the last time that you knew and know what it is that a budget is being had for your kids for after school programs to make sure that when they get in trouble between 4 and 7 p.m., where most of the crimes happen for the youth, where are they? See, we've gotten rid of bands, we gotten rid of music, we gotten rid of art programs, we gotten rid of shop home ec, all of these stuff. We've gotten rid of this. As budgets start to get there, people do not vote. But why and what does this have to do with music? Because if we're going to say that rap music is a detriment to the fucking community, I literally seen somebody put up on there. I think Vince Staples did this shit, and I literally, I'll never play his shit after he said this dumbass shit because y'all give the government such an escape. He said rap music is more detrimental to black people than crack was.
And that's where I have to stop it. And see, I knew Ronnie Q was going to have to say something because this is one of the most cowardly responses ever. Rap music is destroying the community. No, nigga. Bruh, most of those concerts you go to is non-black people. They're consuming all of the shoot 'em up, bang, bang stuff and proceeding on with their life, right? When you look at most of the NBA, successful brothers in the NBA, what type of music do you think they listen to? They're not listening to Taylor Swift and Keith Urban. So also, are you telling me as a parent that somebody that's rapping on a song has more authority over your child that you're bathing, clothing, and feeding every day? That sounds pretty pathetic as a parent. That, man, the reason why I can't raise my kid is because NBA YoungBoy keep talking about, this type of music, and Chief Keef making drill music. That's why I can't raise my son and put him through college. Come on, bro. How stupid does that sound? And the dude, Vince Staples, who I don't listen to anyways, and that statement just makes me not listen to him anymore. So he's saying that rap music, someone voluntarily listening to music, right? Because you can get the clean version of rap music. You don't have to listen to the cussing version. You don't have to listen to rap music at all. But then what happened to personal responsibility? You mean to tell me that if you look at movies like Saw or something, right, where the dude was in handcuffs, and in order for him to escape, he had to saw off his leg, right? They're showing this on camera. They're showing scenes of women getting sexually assaulted. They're showing movies like John Wick where he's going through shooting and deleting hundreds of people. But rap music that's supposed to paint a picture with words, right? So you have to imagine the visual versus seeing the visual in HD, 4K or 8K. That's somehow supposed to be less detrimental than rap music. It's just idiotic for the people to say. On one hand, they saying don't act like a victim, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, personal responsibility. And then the next sentence, they're blaming rap music. When somebody go and rob somebody, it wasn't rap music that made them do it. But they but they was listening to rap music on the way to rob somebody. No, they was robbing people because they were poor. Poverty is the greatest indicator of crime, not rap music. So Big Riggs, as a producer, as an artist of
that was a great point you just made, though, dog. And said he was popping his shit too, but go ahead. What was you asking?
Well, I just want to ask you a question as a parent. Do you believe, because I'm gonna assume, I don't know what type of music that your son listen to. I'm gonna assume your son is listening to some very explicit music because at that age, that's the stuff we was listening to. Yuck Mouth, Too Short, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, Snoop, all this other type of stuff. But people still graduated. People still made something out of their life. So as a parent, do you feel that the type of rap music that's out right now will hinder, your ability to be a good parent or a great dad to your son?
No, I think that music is very influential, but I think that if your kids is listening to some wild shit and you being a parent, and if you're gonna allow it, it's a good thing for you to go ahead and speak on it. You feel me? So they can understand the difference between this music shit and real life. Because for one, when they leave the house, bro, they gonna listen to what they friends and shit is listening to. So you're never gonna win that battle.
Yeah, you can't control that.
Yeah, that's a given, bro. But what you can do though is not be fucking naive and fucking act like, you know what I'm saying, your kid's an angel and shit, and just let them be, you know what I'm saying, just kind of goofy with it. Nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got to put your Mac hand down, you know what I'm saying? Let it be known what it is. You feel me? It's like, you know, you go ahead and listen to what you listen to, but you just got to be able to separate, you know what I'm saying, this shit from real life and what can really happen if you start trying to act a donkey and do what these stupid motherfuckers are saying, because that's all it is, bro. It's just a lot of stupid shit. But you know, that's just, you know, it is like you said, when we was younger, we was listening to our stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing changed, man. And like you said, you know, there was cats that, you know, went certain ways and whatnot, but that was all they choices, bro. You know, I can't just put that on the music. That's their choices, like you said, poverty and all kind of shit, bro. That's gonna make you do a lot of different shit, bro. That's gonna make a lot of difference in your decision making. You feel me? So I wouldn't just put that on the music like that. But do I think it influence shit? Yeah, bro. But you know, like you said, you know, people that sports and shit, you know what I'm saying? What do you think they fucking working out to and all kind of shit? They ain't working out to no bull, you know. Let's just keep it at it, bro.
Let's keep it.
Go ahead.
And no, that was a great point, right? And those people are successful citizens in society, right? They listening to shoot 'em up, bang bang, nigga music and stuff, but that's not persuading them to carry out any of that stuff, right? And many of them are sending their kids to private schools, and at the private school, this is what they listen to, bruh. Now, you know, you being us being from California, right? We grew up in a diverse community, right? So you know, Big Rig, you've been around a lot of non-black people, a lot of people that were nerds and not really with the shit like that. What type of music are they listening to, bro?
Say that one more time, dog. I'm sorry, I was coughing and shit.
Okay, so I was saying, like, growing up in San Jose and various parts of the Bay and Northern Cali, we grow up around multiple different races and ethnicities of people. But regardless of whether they was poor or regardless if they had a silver spoon, what type of music do you know them to mainly listen to whenever you around?
They was listening to the same shit I was listening to, bro.
They was bruh. It was some white boys from San Ramon. They was putting me on to stuff. Like, I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
because
Was on like a motherfucker, dog. And you know how the Bay is, bro. So it's crazy. You'll run across some square bears, bro, and they'll get to gigging and know all kind of shit, bro. You'll be like, get the fuck out. But absolutely, bro.
and this was during the time where we used to ride around with we would have the CD books, right? You feel me? Because you know you had to have
Ace
the
Logic
car and you had to have that thick CD book, right? It was a lot of my white homies. They was the ones who knew all the piracy stuff to download, after the Napster and all that.
Shout out to Pirate Bay, nigga.
Exactly, the Pirate Bay. It was another one, but
With
right,
uTorrents, you feel me?
the uTorrent. It was a BitTorrent, right? So they was getting the whole albums, but like I said, many of these people, they had good jobs. So I'm gonna let Seti cook, but I think that's just an excuse, and people need to retire that talking point. Also, Vince Staples saying rap music has been more detrimental than crack. Crack that was like, we don't import or manufacture any drugs. So that's an external thing that's being brought into our community. Not only that, Biden and the Democrats, when they did 2 crime bills, but they did the coke to crack disparity, where if you have even a fingernail of crack, you getting football numbers, but cocaine was considered a rich white man's drug, so you might get a slap on the wrist. So all of this stuff matters. That stuff was more detrimental than some rap music. You know what I mean? People was at work listening to rap music. So many people listen to rap music at their jobs, right? So they ain't being super lazy. They're being productive citizens in society. So to try to say something like crack, which is drug and chemical warfare, has been more detrimental to rap music. And on top of that, let's just say rap music was so detrimental to our community. Why are you not aiming at the people who's in control of it, right? the people in that special protected group that you can't speak about or you'll be labeled as an anti-Semite, right? Why are you not talking about all the non-black people? They'll talk about, oh, rap music has turned degenerate. Okay, well, what is the corporate power structure that's pushing all this stuff out? You know what I mean? It's almost like getting mad at an OnlyFans model, but not getting mad at the person who created the platform so that they can keep making all of these XXX videos. You know what I mean? Of course, they gonna eat off of the platform. You know what I mean? Of course, people is gonna make degenerate music if that's the check that you dangling in front of them. But yeah, and John, we've been joined by John. I don't know if you still here. I know he over there putting in work. So salute John, working hard on the late night. And he says, Ebro, don't speak for the culture. I know he doesn't. Ebro is what I would be considering a cultural tethering onto the culture to say, hey, I'm a gatekeeper. I do speak for you guys. But he already alluded to the point that the people that he works for don't care about the black community and they're working to erase and undermine the black community. But Ebro was okay with this until he got fired. And now he's trying to speak out, but he still won't even name drop. So what is he really saying? But let's get back to the video.
Either you trolling or you are the dumbest person on earth. A chemical substance that has been literally messed around. We've gotten rid of this. As budgets start to get there, people do not vote. But why and what does this have to do with music? Because if we're going to say that rap music is a detriment to the fucking community, I literally seen somebody put up on there. I think Vince Staples did this shit, and I'll never play his shit after he said this dumbass shit because y'all give the government such an escape. He said rap music is more detrimental to black people than crack was. Either you trolling or you are the dumbest person on earth. A chemical substance that has been literally messed around more times than we care to admit and literally distributed to such a percentage of individuals. Do we not say the same thing for movies which actually depict people dying? Do we not say the same thing for video games which puts you in the spot of actually shooting and killing people? They say that your heart rate increases the same way if you shot an actual firearm in real life as it would if you did it on the video games. How true that study is, I don't know. But I find it funny how the one thing that literally can make youngins money, all of a sudden, it's so damn bad. If we were to go through the 80s and the 90s before rap music, gangster rap music even existed, there were more killings. And the bullshit about the streets, fuck out of here with that myth.
And that's a great point. So, Big Rig, you know about the 70s, the 80s. Rap music wasn't, well, it did get started in terms of the hip hop form, you know, in like the late 70s, early. But there's footage of us even rapping in like the 40s. But the terms of the amalgamation of the various aspects to make it hip hop, that was happening in the 70s and early 80s were the origins of it. And it was only us. It wasn't no Latinos. It was nobody else. It was only us. But we were speaking about the conditions, just like how they had the blues, right? The blues was speaking about, man, you know what I mean? How bad it was being a black American, being subjugated in this oppressive system. But we made it fly, right, when we talked about the blues with flavor. And that's how rap music was. It used to be more conscious. It used to be more woke, but it was a balance, right? The gangster rap evolved from the conditions. That's where you had like the fuck the police, and then today was a good day. That's stemming from the conditions. So if once the conditions were changed, the music change. But you can't put people in these housing projects, facilitate the dysfunction, degeneracy, and disenfranchisement, and then mad when people rap about what they see. You know what I mean? Because Rap was always supposed to be like a like melodic entertainment, you know what I mean? Where it's just like you're entertained by the tune that you can tap to. It's no different than movies, right? That's why people love Boys in the Hood. They love Scarface, right? Do you really want to go sell a bunch of coke, get an AK and shoot people? So why do you love that movie, right? But people will give you various reasons why they love the movie. And that's the same thing with a lot of rap music, right? When people will listen to Too Short, but never called a woman a bitch in their life. You see what I'm saying? But they like hearing it vicariously through Too Short. So I think oftentimes people like to scapegoat rap music just just because they have poor parenting skills and don't want to take responsibility. Like right now, people will blame Sexy Red and talk about degeneracy. Yeah, she says a lot of disgusting things, but if your daughter turns out to be a hoe and has an OnlyFans, is it really because of Sexy Red? Like what responsibility do you owe? I mean, do you take in the raising of your child? But let's just finish this video out.
These motherfuckers been killing babies and kids and all of this shit. The reason Ebro failed is simple. He didn't get with the times. When you got rid of drill music, when you put that disconnect between the youth and the older cats, when you did that shit, that's what ruined it. Y'all changed Summer Jam so much that it's not even Summer Jam. It's not New York. Summer Jam is supposed to be where New York shows what the hell it is that they do. But what ended up happening is these cats have ruined it, Ebro included. Y'all gatekeeped and y'all did not let the youth in because you guys got used to them corporate dollars. When you talk about VCs, venture capitalists, you're one as well. See, what happens is people overextend themselves but don't know their craft. That boy was headed up some of Apple's biggest shit as far as music goes, and started to believe the BS that he was telling himself. See, Ebro failed when his ego surpassed him. Nothing more, nothing less. I could see all the hatred and stuff, the Vlad TVs, the academics, because, yeah, you did that. And you shitted on YouTubers. You did. Now you want to be one. But you know what I'm going to do? Welcome. Shalom. See, when you can't take up the reason for why you failed and you blame people, nobody wants to hear that shit. It doesn't even matter if it's true. Where did you go wrong? And that's the part where Ebro has messed up tremendously. Y'all fumbled. Y'all failed. How you treated Kodak Black. The whole entire thing that y'all believe, when y'all say shit like, it's my show, that lets me know your ego is checked out. Same shit gonna happen to Stephen A. Watch. When his contract is up, y'all gonna see it's either gonna be reduced or you gonna see Stephen A. have to get his ass up out of there. It always happens. You have bosses. When you don't become valuable to the bosses, they had to cut loose. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Maybe I messed it up. Maybe I got it wrong. Subscribe to the best to notify, share to keep your people away.
Okay, so that was the video from Seti Nash. So y'all definitely go ahead and check the brother out. We were discussing Ebro, Rosenberg, and Laura fired from Hot 97. You know what I mean? So good riddance to them and goodbye. They don't have any cultural relevance. You know what I call them? Corn dogs. You know what Ebro is? A corn dog. What's a corn dog? A weenie with bread. But we're going to go ahead and transition into the next story. I told you I wasn't going to be here for a long time, but it will be a strong time. And while I'm pulling up this other video, I'm going to get y'all abreast with this next story about how this Caribbean coach, he didn't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He went cuckoo for some Snow Bunny cooch. And we are going to get into that. Maybe he should have been listening to Dr. Umar. But before I transition to this next story, Big Rig, did you have any final remarks about Ebro getting fired? Should we care? Is this a sad day in hip hop? What do you think?
Nah, man, I shit, I wish, bro, the best of luck, but I just think that it's gonna definitely be a wake up call for him. He's gonna definitely have to eat a little bit of humble pie. Because now again, you in the same boat as everybody else, but see everybody else that's on this YouTube thing, bro. They done already been through it. You feel me? So they know how to work this shit. He gonna it's gonna be rough, bro. It ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying? And even though he was doing his thing from the radio station, you still gotta pull those people over to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? As your new platform to get your shit going. And I don't, to be honest with you, bro, I don't think that he really made good connections with people, bro, to like, you know what I'm saying? To like get people to come over and fuck with him.
Exactly. He don't have the like John said, he don't speak for the culture, so he doesn't really have the culture behind him. He had the execs behind him, but the executives, he said that the executives, they didn't care about black communities. They don't care about hip hop. They was just using it as a vessel to extract from our community. He said this out of his he known this, and he still stuck around for over a decade, 13 years, and he's still doing similar work with Apple Music. So you think he's speaking up for us there at Apple Music? No, he's okay with these people erasing us and displacing us in our own culture. But only now he's trying to cry about him and think that this last minute Hail Mary is just going to get people to start rocking with him. But nah, bruh. You made your bed, you gotta lie in it, man. But
and what he's doing now is he's just displaying Mad Day. Because
yeah,
all he was doing a lot of complaining, bro. Like you said, like you fired now, bro. Like you should be really trying to just go hard and really talk your shit, bro. Like what's the real? You know what I'm saying? Like expose these motherfuckers or something if you got something against them. You know what I mean? And then that'll go ahead and get your YouTube popping. Like
exactly.
that's what you got to do, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's the way he talking, bro, and all up in his car and shit. Like it's like, bro, you looking hella new booty, bro, to be trying to jump on the YouTube and talk about Ebro in the mornings and shit. Like you finna get this shit cracking. It ain't gonna work like that, bro. Like you
Bro,
need to be trying to get at these setties. You need to try to get at these, holler at the and he's a cold motherfucker, but these Adam 22s, like you need to holler at these motherfuckers, bro. Viral way, all these motherfuckers. You need to see what the fuck is going on and let them know, like, hey, bro, I'm trying to jump up in this thing. You feel me? But you don't got no connections, no nothing, no Kai Senates under your belt, no nothing, bro. Like, you
and
know.
and that's what Seti said. He they lost the time. So you don't gotta like drill music, right? But drill music, it's originated in Chicago, but New York does its variation, right? It's
Fuck
both
yeah.
drill, but it's completely different. You know what I mean? It's almost like during the hyphy movement, being from the Bay, but not playing no E40 and Keek and Federation and all this stuff. So whether the entire country likes drill music, which clearly it went global, that's why the UK that's all they do, right? But Ebro was pushing that rap music, hip hop is dead. So they were trying to push that whole Afro beats thing. They were trying to push more of the Burner Boys and the Tyler. And while they may make some decent songs, people say, yeah, we'll listen to a couple songs, but no, we'll listen to a whole album of drill music, right? But they were trying to commercialize the Summer Jam. So they took a lot of that grassroots New York music out of there. And that's where that stuff started failing, because they were trying to do all of this pop commercialized stuff. But no, Hot 97 was built on, people coming with that New York fire. You feel me? The Fabulous and the like the Mobb Deep and Dipset, like that's the type of stuff people want to hear. And now the drill music is an evolution of that. And you want to try to transition it to some kind of Bad Bunny, poppy type stuff that it just ain't gonna rock for New York, bro.
Bro, like the nigga, I gotta go by what John just said in the chat. You feel me? And that's like he trying to, he was repping like the Bay, but kind of went out there and thought he was a shit because he was on New York radio. You know what I mean? Like he was the guy, right?
Nigga wasn't showing no Bay love.
Oh, what's up with it, John? But the thing is, though,
I'm
is
popped
that
up.
we had Sway, bro. And Sway cold, bro. Sway did his thing. He did it right. He ended up going to MTV. You know what I'm saying? But he would still come out, you know what I'm saying, and slide through to the Bay Area, still would be part of summer jams and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That we had
Sway
going
was
on.
letting niggas come on Sway in the morning. He had Jack up there, Joe Blow was up there with him.
Bro, come on, bro.
You
Like,
feel
and
me?
then when Sway, I just remember Sway as you know, when I was in like high school and shit, bro. Like, he would have his show, bro, to where he would have like artists, you know, call in and you would make it to the next week and shit like that. I know y'all like, wait, y'all was probably young, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that nigga was doing, bro. I can't remember the name of it, but every fucking Wednesday, I think it was, bro, he would have like artists call in and they would rap, bro. And then like people would call in and vote and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Sway was just doing dope ass shit, bro. And then he had that shit where he had street soldiers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all remember the street soldiers, my nigga. If
Oh,
not,
hell,
then god damn. But you know,
that was
Sway was
classic.
doing some shit, and then he went out there to the East Coast. But see, the reason why I bring up Sway is he did it right, bro. Now, if that nigga was to go ahead and make a YouTube and all that shit, nigga, that shit would go up, nigga.
Yeah,
But
for
this
sure.
nigga E, bro, he didn't do nothing of the sort, bro. He, like what you said, John. He went out there, caught ego, thought he was the guy. You know, I'm on New York radio. You know what I'm saying? Never really heard from the guy, and I do remember hearing some shit about him being kind of Sacramento area and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I
but
looked him up. It say he from Berkeley on Google and shit, but I thought I heard him say he was from Oakland. But
That's,
didn't
that's
I
what
ain't
he claimed. I'm gonna pull it up while you speaking, John. Go ahead,
a
talk.
yeah,
Ebro
I'm on
is
mute.
have he ever had anybody on his show doing any freestyles or anything like how Sway or Funk Flex or anything? Has he ever did that?
I never, like I said, John, I never really followed the guy like that, but not that I know of, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't
Not
bring
that I
those
know
type.
of.
He don't really bring no. See, that's one thing, and I think that's why
He
they made
had
fun.
more of
He ain't with the
kind of
times, bro.
speaking on motherfuckers more than having motherfuckers shine on his shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
wasn't showing no actual. He wasn't. It's like even if you gonna show favoritism, bro, it's like what did he really bring to the table that was supporting anybody? Like he was just, you know, like I say, I think they replaced him with Funk Flex because at least Flex still, for one, he come from the actual hip hop underground circuit and all that shit, bro. From actually DJing in clubs to, you know what I'm saying, premiering, breaking artists, and having niggas do freestyles on his show and shit. Like that's classic hip hop shit. When you kind of really don't do nothing like that, it's kind of like, and you're not a DJ, like what are you? Cause like if he was just a vlogger, he could have been on YouTube from the jump instead of just trying to. It's like they had him up there dictating shit and just
Exactly. He was propped up.
yeah, like and with no real credential. Like I don't really know where Ebro even came from. To
That's why I said, where is bro even from? And see, look, before, bro, like I said, we subscribe, which I don't agree with. Unfortunately, we subscribe to the racist colonial one drop rule and stuff like that. But now we're in an age of delineation, bro, where we actually checking people background and seeing like,
what is
is
Ebro?
I'm about to show you right now. When you type this up, let me know. Could y'all see this? Let me pull this down. It's and I'll read it for you. It says Ebro Darden has mixed ethnicity. See,
He
all
like
of us,
Drake.
all of us are mixed with something, right? But see, this is what I'm trying to say, bruh. And this is why we're drawing a line in the sand. When I say that I'm foundational Black American Negro freedom, and this is unequivocal, right? I'm saying I'm Black, I'm leaning into it, right? And that's okay if other people don't. If you want to lean into that you're Jamaican, Nigerian, Moorish, Hebrew, Israelite, that's okay, bruh. We're not trying to do that, but we don't want the tethers and the fence sitters where one day, one day I'm FBA, another day I'm mixed, another day I'm Hispanic. Look at this. He has mixed ethnicity. He was born to a Black father and a Jewish mother. And then even though his father is Black, we don't know if he's FBA. We don't know if he's Caribbean, Hispanic. We don't really know. But we're just going to assume that possibly he's FBA and a Jewish mother. But see how they say a Black father and a Jewish mother? Jewish is not a race. Why don't they say a Black father and a white mother, right? They didn't say a Christian father and a Jewish mother. but they will say a black father and a Jewish mother. And this is why people try to like play with this religion, ethnicity type of thing. Don't take my word for it. 92% of American Jews identify as racially white. When you look at the census, there's no box to check that says Jewish. There is a box to check that says white. There is a box to check that says black. There is a box to check that says other. It also says Asian and Hispanic. So when you let people get off the hook and say, oh, yeah, I'm Jewish. OK, cool. That's your religion and that's your ethnic identifier. But what race are you? Because there's black Jewish people, Asian Jewish people. And then this is where it just gets confusing to people. And that's why people are drawing the line in the sand, because we just want to understand you culturally, right? Because you may come from a different lineage and a different culture. I need to know that so I can better understand you. But when you get defensive and you want to cosplay, you know what I mean? And actually it says right here, Ebro describes himself as half black and half white. So he identifies as being biracial. He identifies as being mixed. There's nothing wrong with that. Here comes the issue. Then he'll say, I'm black, but you just said you were mixed. Like, which one is it, bruh? And this is what people are just getting tired of. He'll be mixed around these corporate execs that he said doesn't care about the black community. But then when he wanted to come to the Bay and say nigga, 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 then he turns black. Like, come on, bruh. Nah, bruh. But why can't I call him Jewish? If he's half black and half white and his mother is Jewish and you gain Jewish status by matrilineal, right? By your mother being a Jew, so that will make you a Jew. Why can't I just call him Jewish? You know what I mean? So what community is he really speaking for? Ours or the Jewish community? And then his co-host Rosenberg is a Jewish name. So he's Jewish, and then he has some white Jewish dude and some white Latina, and they're supposed to be the face of hip hop. Come on, bro. Y'all got it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, unless you got something else to add, John, I'm gonna go ahead and transition to the next story. But go ahead and speak. I want you to elaborate when you said Ebro don't speak for the culture. What exactly did you mean by that?
Just about what you just exposed right now. And it's the thing. It's not like you gotta be foundational black American to be a part of the culture. I'm saying authentically though, like, you feel me? I don't feel like he's authentic. I don't feel like he spoke for the culture. For one, it's a Bay Area cat allegedly that I ain't never even heard acknowledge no Bay Area nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like even just the way he talk and just
I didn't
like
even know bro was from the Bay until
yeah, like
he got fired.
I don't expect him to up there be talking about yada I mean and all that. Like, I ain't expecting that, but there got to be some type of tail sign that you from the Bay. Like, I just don't get that from him, bro. And he never ever used that platform to ever shed no type of light. You feel me on the Bay, bro. And it's just like this. I forgot bruh name, but he from Oakland and he's like the A&R at CMG at Yo Gotti label. But he got a Oakland artist signed with Yo Gotti. Damn, I forgot his name. But Yo Gotti and I think Young Jeezy, they both did a song with him, a video in Oakland and shit like that. And I don't know, it's just like we don't expect you to just be so pro Bay Area that you shoving it down people's throat. No, but when it comes time when light should be shining, and you just supposed to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, he don't speak for the culture. He can't speak for New York culture because he's not New York. You feel what I'm saying? So
And
if
he can't even speak for the Bay. And mind you, bruh, he been up there for, and I want you to touch on this, John. He was there for 13 years. Now that he got fired, he's speaking vague and saying, man, they don't give a damn about the black community. And man, he was already saying that they were trying to replace our hip hop culture and replace it with Afro beats. So he was saying all of this stuff, but he only says it after he gets fired, bruh. And he's not even name dropping. He's just saying vaguely, man, they don't care about us and all this stuff. But you knew that, and you still kept getting paid. And he didn't prop up no other grassroots artists, so that now that he is on the chitlin circuit on YouTube, he don't have no grassroots base. The only people that was propping him up was those corporate stooges. So could you speak on that, where he's talking about that he knows that the hip hop execs are not for the community and they just want to use us, but he had no issue working there for 13 years?
Hello?
Yeah.
Speak on where you say he know the hip hop execs what?
So he said that the hip hop executives, the owners of the Hot 97, he said that they don't care about hip hop and they don't care about the black community specifically. He said they just want to use hip hop, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said they want to use hip hop basically as a tool to extract resources and money from, but they don't care about the community that created it. But my question was, he was okay with them. He knew that they felt this way, and he still worked with them for 13 years. Now he's fired and he's kind of complaining about it. But it's like, bro, you have been okay with it for this whole time.
Yeah, he would have never admitted that if he still had his job. You see what I'm saying? He would have tried to talk around it and try to figure out a way to pacify it, to keep it real. But look at it like this. He trying to take the only lane that he got, which is, okay, I've been down with these motherfuckers for so long. Now he just gotta play the I'm gonna expose him route, just to try to rekindle whoever he think he do got in his corner, keep ears listening to him. Like, okay, let me just do a tell all type of little thing to keep my name afloat. Yeah, go to my YouTube channel. Like, that's his best bet to do. But at the end of the day, it don't make him look no better. Cause like you say, we looking at you sideways. Cause yeah, you knew this for how long, and what did you? It's like this. Why would it take for you to get fired? You could have been putting shit in play behind the scenes, starting up your own broadcasting shit or channel or whatever you was doing, you feel me, and trying to share light, so we know that it's not genuine. Like I say, he don't represent the culture. He's a vulture, just like the people that he talking about. That's him. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's not valid. Yeah, he probably telling the truth, but at what cost, bro? Because you was down with that, and if you was really against it, what stopped you for over a decade from putting out a satellite Sirius radio station, or where you gave artists or and just any whatever up and coming independent businesses a shot at some type of mainstream spotlight that would be so well deserved? Where do you don't have none? That's why you just now starting trying to tell people to go to your YouTube channel in 2025 after you've been on a radio station for over a decade. Is crazy. See what I'm saying? He exposed his own self. Niggas ain't, he don't speak for the culture, bro. Ebro is a vulture, like them people he talking about that don't care about the rap culture and all that. What has he done that showed he cared about the culture?
Yeah, I literally can't name anything.
Not one thing, bro. The only moments I could think of, uh, was Ebro. Oh, okay, no, that was Charlemagne that had Lil Mama crying and shit. Only thing I could think of is him probably arguing with a rapper or something. Like, I don't really see what is he, bro. When it comes to just shedding light on or breaking an artist, or bro, he don't got no resume with none of that. They would have been better off having Funk Flex up there, honestly, because shit, he a New York nigga, and he corny too, but he get more respect than Ebro. He's really a part of the culture. This nigga was in the tunnel. You feel the
Exactly.
DJ. You know what I'm saying? Funk Flex, his history.
And he could actually DJ, so he does actually have a talent.
Yeah.
Bro, it's, as far to my knowledge, he's not DJing, he's not making beats, he can't rap, he can't songwrite. All he is put there is to talk, and they know that he won't stand on no FBA business. That's why he's up there. He'll stand on I'm mixed in Jewish business, so that's why he's up there, because he won't really rock the boat. And then if he does push the line, he'll be going against the niggas, so they're okay with that, right? Because it paints us as dysfunctional. But he won't. He's part Jewish, but he won't call out Jewish community, but he will call out the niggas, and he'll rely on I'm half black, but you're also half Jewish. So why won't you call out the Jewish community? You see how that works? He's half black, but he could fully shit on us. He's half Jewish, but he can't say nothing about him.
Yeah, bro. He got that little Drake syndrome shit going on, man. You know, whenever it's convenient, you know, I'm a nigga too, but really, I
Hey,
feel like
speaking of
better.
that, Drake, I'm glad you said that because I forgot. Did you see that Drake is sending them some sort of threats, death threats or something? Did you see that?
To who?
To Ebro, did you see that?
No, Drake sent Ebro a death threat.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to pull that up, but speak on that. What I mean, what do you?
Why is Drake tripping on
heard
Ebro?
of that.
I didn't hear that. That's crazy, bro. What's going on?
Okay, I thought y'all known about this, so yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. I guess because Ebro was since he has a big microphone, even though I don't see him as culturally relevant, but Drake is still salty that Kendrick washed him in Ebro on the biggest radio station before, you know, everybody was riding Drake nuts. But then when Kendrick destroyed him, obliterated him, everybody was saying, hey, bro, Drake, you got to hold this L. So Drake went on a rampage calling people sellouts and kind of backstabbers. So he was mad at Ebro. I guess he didn't like Ebro's coverage saying that Kendrick washed him. But I'm going to try to pull up the video, though.
Well, yeah, like I said, from what I kind of remember is Ebro. He definitely has got a hell of an opinion, bro. And when he speaks, he kind of acts like what he says is bigger than life, bro. Like he's like he's the final say or some shit, bro. Like like how Fat Joe be lying and shit all the time. Like that's how Ebro is when it comes to his talks when he's speaking on like artists or music or some shit. Like he knows it all. That's what it is. Everybody else is kind of full of shit. So if he got on Drake's line after that whole Kendrick thing, I can only believe fucking what this motherfucker was saying, bro. He probably was saying some disrespectful ass shit, bro. So I definitely want to hear what the hell.
Now that you said that is a cold little outlook. So now that is true. I'm gonna try to I got the video, but I'm trying to look for where it shows actually what Drake said. So just give me one moment. Actually, I'll just
excuse me. Sorry for coughing in y'all's ear, man.
oh, hold on.
Okay. But yeah.
Let me see if I can pull dude up. We'll hear it from the horse's mouth. I'm gonna try to fast forward because I really don't like what bro has to say, but I guess he's addressing it. So let's try to hear it from the horse's mouth. So here they are on the Chitlin circuit. I mean, look at this thing, bro. This is supposed to be the representation of hip hop. Ebro.
That's a pretty goofy picture, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like,
and even the way the words are and the orange in there, like the lines and shit. Like, I don't know who whipped that up, bro, but that ain't him.
And see, that's what, like you said, bro. Like all these other content creators on here, they gonna eat Ebro alive because the dude, there's no style, there's no swag. Once you see this doesn't look like hip hop culture. It just doesn't, bro.
Hell no, it looks like some motherfuckers at Starbucks, bro.
Rosenberg, no Laura Styles, who, yo, you know what's crazy, bro?
So, let's see.
So we was going on vacation.
I'm gonna try to find.
Laura had a scheduled vacation.
Drake stuff. Hold on.
Hey, look, Flex narrative they're gonna make up. Oh, you been out of your deal? In the city of New York. The left wing causes he's.
Is he gonna show the DMs? Because
97 for me will always have a positive connotation.
Right, and by
you're gonna step all the way out on
Griff can't be trusted either. No wonder they fired him.
All right. Trying to be hard and stir things up,
bro. Like, okay.
Ebro replies.
Here it goes.
It's Saturday, 3:30 in the morning is what I'm thinking this is.
No, I thought well, yesterday would be Sunday.
But you saw it.
Sunday.
You saw it yesterday.
I saw it this morning.
Okay, so Saturday.
Okay, and just so the chat is clear, this is Ebro. He got fired. He had the show. It was the Ebro morning show. These are the people on here. Now, when you look at this doesn't even look like hip hop to you, right? This is what they want for This is Fat Joe's version of hip hop. Now, like I said, anyone could participate in hip hop. Doesn't mean if you're non-black or you're not of the lineage that you can't take in it, that you can't contribute, that you can't create something. But you know, contributing isn't the same as cultivation and creation. And they're wondering why they got fired. But just if you look at this picture, just from the thumbnail, nobody will want to tune in to listen to what these people have to say talking about hip hop. But we're going to get into this. I'm going to see what they have to say. Apparently Drake slid in Ebro's DMs, threatened him and saying, you know, I guess that he hopes he dies. But I'm going to play the video. You can see how much of this I can stomach before I go to the other story.
Friday night into Sunday, 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Laura,
mute
yourself,
mute
Laura.
your phone real quick.
Just listen to us. Here we go. So 3:30 a.m. Saturday into Sunday. Drake DMs Ebro. Die slower, pussy. We got some shit for you. Ebro replies.
So that's what Drake sent him. It said, die slower, pussy. We got some shit for you. So Drake is having all this smoke. Why he ain't had the same smoke for Kendrick? I mean, it makes sense, though, because, you know, I mean, Kendrick, you know, he got some real hooligans around him. And Ebro or Eho is, I guess, a mark. And Mark get marked out.
Drake just fell out with what's that dude name? Top Goon or Top 5 or what's that dude name?
Who?
Drake the dude that they said was Drake Shooter or something. Talking about it was Drake Canadian Goon just went he just went bad on Drake.
It's Canadian killer.
It's Canadian gangster, whatever you feel me. You feel me? I know they with the shit out there too, but yeah, I heard they say I didn't really even look into it because Drake is so washed now.
I think Fascism Watch. Aren't you in Canada? Is Drake name good in Canada? Let us know. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, bro. Drake just so washed now, bro. It's just because what do you say? Process. Fine. What they talking about? Okay, yeah, when I just be seeing news on Drake, bro, I look at it but don't even click on it, bro, because it's just so uninteresting, bro. Like it's Drake is so old news, bro. It's really a wrap, bro. Like I can't even. It's hard to invest into it, bro. Like I just seen the headlines, didn't even look into it, but it was saying could be true.
Taking these threats serious, then?
Man, hell no. What threat is gonna be taken serious coming from Drake?
Well, Drake said he got some shit for Ebro. I mean,
what happened when Puffy slapped him or something and knocked his shoulder out the socket or whatever happened?
Did somebody? They said somebody peed on his leg or something like that.
Was T.I., but Puffy actually had him in a sling, bro.
Puffy physically did that, or was it one of Puffy goons?
No, man. Diddy had Drake in a sling. Man, let me look it up. Watch this,
bro.
Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on.
Damn. Okay. Well, while you looking for that, I'm gonna play this.
Relax. You're salty about losing to Kendrick. You're not mad. Flora,
your phone real quick.
Just listen to us. Here we go. So 3:30 a.m. Saturday into Sunday. Drake DMs Ebro. Die slower, pussy. We got some shit for you. Ebro replies, relax. You're salty about losing to Kendrick. You're not mad at me. Love, bro. No, it's a good response. Honestly, I think it's great. That's a really good response.
He's not mad at me. Why would you be mad at me? Mad at me for what?
No, stop. He's definitely mad at you, and he's been mad at you. Why?
He's 100% mad at you.
Yes.
Why would he send that?
Mad at me for what?
Honestly,
What did I do?
And you surpassed me.
It's the most loose DM he's ever sent you. That's crazy.
No, that's. And by the way, if I were you, I would do what Drake would do. Sue.
Can I say something real quick, dog? These motherfuckers, bro.
Feels like a threat. Yo,
this ain't hidden, bro. Go.
Hey, their trolling is fucking trash, bro. The way she came in and spoke, the way Rosenberg is speaking, like they're trolling. Like he's not mad at me. He's not. Come on, like they're trash, bro.
How many?
They don't got it, dog.
cats in the beef sector that's more entertaining than this.
Oh man, they'd eat these niggas up, bro.
Easily. This would be chop suey for them. And that's what I'm trying to say. You see that these people were propped up by the machine. Once they standing on their own, they're not interesting. They don't look interesting, don't sound interesting. This is just super basic. And this is what they're trying to tout out there as cultural gatekeepers for hip hop. This shit don't make no sense, bro.
And look at their fits, bro. And like you said, you don't gotta be black and all that type of shit, bro. But when you represent hip hop, and then they on the East Coast, dog, so it should even be more apparent, bro. Like they whole wardrobe and shit.
Dripped, huh?
Yeah, dog. Like, you feel me? I can't think of her name right now though, but the one chick that be on the East Coast, bro, fucking, and she used to rap back in the days. What's her name, bro? Mexican, fucking. Well, she ain't Mexican. She's Puerto Rican, because out there they got the Puerto Ricans, but I can't think of her name, bro. I think she was part of she wasn't part of Terror Squad, but she fucked with Fat Joe. But anyways, they have a look, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a swag. And like if you look at them, bro, I mean, she looks like she might be on the subway or something. But look at her gear though, dog. She don't got like no bamboo earrings on, nigga. No, you feel me? Like nothing hip hopped out, bro. You feel me? Like nothing, nigga. You got motherfuckers that's in the beef sector, bro. That's from the East Coast, bro. And when they talk, you could hear it, nigga, that they got a hip hop background and shit in them. You feel me? Like you don't even hear it in them, bro.
Even the way they talk, like, and shout out to Malik, I mean, I know he ain't from New York, but I mean, you at least hear with some of their slang and stuff. Where's slang? Like for us, a lot of people like listen to West Coast because they'll say, "Oh, bro, y'all got accents and we like y'all slang," or they think some of it is funny.
But then they say, however.
Hey, I wish they would say however, right? Because at least that would let me know that they got a little bit of East Coast swag.
B-Eazy, that dude. You drive a Mitsubishi van. We are not the same. I have a gold Rolex. I have a BMW from 1975 with 20,000 miles on it.
But that's Malik popping his shit though, bro. These motherfuckers don't even know how to pop their shit, dog. Like that's what's crazy. This shit is they whack, bro.
Yeah, at least Malik could pop his shit, even though I could easily debunk and destroy his stuff. But at least he pop it, trying to pop. Bro, look at
that
this
shit. Look like she do Bath and Body Works type shit, bro. Like hella, like good soaps and good dishwater and shit. Like she know all that shit, bro. You feel me? Like she don't look nothing hip hop, bro. Like she couldn't give you no game on hip hop. Couldn't bust out a dope ass song or nothing. You feel me? Like it just, and maybe she could, bro. Maybe I'm out of pocket, but I'm just saying, just looking at them, bro, and look at dude on all the way to the left, bro. Just the way you got him paused right there, like he's just a goofball, bro. Like just no game, no hip hop in him
at all.
You know what I'm saying? He got a bald head, bro. He don't even got a ball cap on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you on the East Coast, bro. Like, you don't got a New York fitted on or nothing, nigga, or some type of something. You know what I mean? Like, nothing hip hop about none of these cats, bro.
But see,
none of them.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. But these people for over a decade have been in the biggest, like on the biggest stages to be cultural gatekeepers of hip hop. And people are trying to defer to them. Oh, well, they on Hot 97. So, of course, they know something about hip hop. But this dude already admitted that the people that they work for don't care about hip hop and don't care about the black community. They just look at to make money. So you think that, okay, they bosses don't care about the black community, but you think this cast of characters does? Nobody on this panel is black. You can't call Ebro black because Ebro himself says he identifies as biracial. So nobody is black on here. And I'm not saying they only need to have throw a real brother on there if you gonna mix it up with a Latina and some other Jewish person. At least,
and that's what I was just gonna say, bro. He don't got none of them got any type of backbone. If he gonna go on Mad Day and say all this type of shit, bro, meaning you was going for all this shit. You didn't do nothing to change it.
At
You know what I'm
all.
saying? Like you didn't throw no type of swag or anything into this shit. Your 13 years being there, they fucked around and think you the fucking the dipshit because they don't want you, like you boring. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, you over here complaining. You make yourself look bad. Like that's what really be a trip, bro. Like people really forget that motherfuckers is paying attention and watching, dog. Like you saying all this shit, bro, but you the one looking bad, bro. You want to talk about all these people and what they did and how they act and treat people, but yet you was all for it, bro, until, you know what I'm saying, a week ago.
Exactly. And I'm gonna play a little bit more and then I'm gonna just transition because I really can't.
Yeah, well, I'm done with these motherfuckers.
Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead. Let me just see. I just want to see what
Die.
It feels like a threat.
He said die, and then we got some shit for you. I'm going to court like you.
1 second.
Loose DM he's ever sent you. That's great.
No, that's. And by the way, if I were you, I would do what Drake would do. Sue. Feels like a threat.
Oh shit.
Feels like a threat. Yo, die.
It feels like a threat.
He said die, and then we got some shit for you. I'm going to court like you, Drizzy. I'm going to court.
Yo, Rosenberg, you got lawyers in your family. You're Jewish. Who you got for me?
We got plenty. Who you need?
Line them up. Who wants? Yo, I mean, look, I lost one of my jobs though, so I need that like
no.
Great.
Right. Well, no. How about this? They only get paid on the win. We need someone who only gets paid on the win.
How much I gotta give them though? Like 50%? It's almost crazy.
It's probably pretty high for that. Like
I tried to do it, bro. My bad, bro. I gotta apologize for y'all, bro. I can't do this shit, bro.
Yeah, they're a mess, bro. And then he trying to pull on a Jewish card with, yeah, we got a hella lawyer. Like, bro, don't y'all usually talk about the motherfuckers in hip hop,
bro?
Like they just hella weird, bro. Like I don't get it, bro.
No, Big Rick, peep this. Ebro is Jewish too, my nigga.
No, I know. I heard when you said that.
It's like,
but I'm just saying though, like the way they talking right there, bro. It's just like
corny, bro. I can't do that.
Don't y'all get on Vlad, like the rappers and hip hop motherfuckers, him being a Jew or whatever the fuck, and him being whatever, like, and now y'all like, I'm Jewish. I got hella lawyers.
Yeah,
let's sue. You know how we do. Like, what the fuck?
Does this should make any sense to you? A white Jewish dude, a biracial Jewish dude, and a white Latina.
That's all fucked up.
Of hip hop. This shit don't make no sense, bro. But before I get into the next video, hold on. Let me take this down. And I gotta hit Ebro because the dude was sitting in the car whining. Yeah, it's like, bruh, nobody forced you to stay at that company, bruh. And that's why, Ebro.
You know what, nigga? You acting like a little bitch right now. You acting like a little bitch right now, nigga. Man, fuck that. I ain't letting that shit ride.
I ain't letting that shit ride.
That's exactly what he was acting like. But let's transition right into the next video. So now I'm not sure if you brothers are familiar with this story right here. It's of the Michigan coach, the University of Michigan coach. Let me give y'all a quick rundown.
I don't know nothing about it. I'm on mute. I'm gonna be listening.
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown. So and let me pull this up for y'all real quick, just so y'all know how we gonna get into this. So there was a Michigan coach, and see, I'm glad that we delineated, right? Because they were calling him the first black coach and all this other type of stuff, right? And before, like I said, we was all on, the we all black and we all one big global Negro. And, that's fine, right? But, we also want specificity. We're in the information age. So now, we're in the age of delineation. You know what I mean? We can still unite, we can still come together, but we want specificity. We want disaggregated data. So there was this coach at the University of Michigan. And he was recently fired because he was simping. So basically, they found credible evidence that he engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. And what this dude did was he went to the chick's house. He broke into her house. He grabbed some scissors. He grabbed some knives and pointed into his neck and said, "I'm gonna kill myself and the blood is gonna be on your hands because you ruined my life." So he got fired, but the staffer didn't get fired because he was considered the superior. So in order to protect the subordinates, they're legally protected even though it's consensual. So if you're in a high ranking position like a head coach and you see one of the trainers or the staff members and you think that, you know, they're beautiful and you want to, you know, get a sweet taste of that punani, right? Automatically you're in legal trouble because they consider you a superior and you can use the power dynamics to coerce the subordinate. Even if it's consensual, you'll still be in hot water. So that is the you know, the prelude to the discussion. And not only that, he was charged with 3rd degree home invasion, felony, stalking in a domestic relationship, breaking and entering. He was released on a $25,000 bond, and he also has to wear a GPS ankle monitor. He has to go through mandatory mental health treatment. His next hearing is scheduled on 2026, and he is prohibited from any contact with the suspect, right? So we gonna get into this video.
Is he black?
Yes, and he's
What
not.
is she?
She's the kind that Dr. Umar tells you to stay away from. So he's been married to a Caucasian woman for over 10 years, and he was caught having an inappropriate relationship with a Caucasian woman. So, you know, some people say if it ain't snowing, they ain't going. This dude is obsessed with the snow. He also
he got his boots and everything. He ready to rock. But look, so he done broke into this lady's house, bro, and then put scissors and blades and shit to his neck, like, hey, I'm about to take my life and everything. And long story short, I guess police came, took him in custody. So that's how we get the story, whatnot. So
correct. And not only that, he was getting paid $6 million per year. So once he got fired, and since he was fired, it wasn't anything to do with the university. He broke the contractual obligations. So he lost $14 million.
Is there any ages, like the age of him and her or anything?
His age is 39. I'm not sure how old his wife is.
He's only 39, bro.
He's 39. And not only that, so they were calling him the first black coach, the first African-American coach. And then you look and then you say, okay, let me look up his background. And his name is Sharon Moore. He comes from Caribbean background. Both of his parents are immigrants from Trinidad and Tobago. So he considers
he's not American.
He was what some would call an anchor baby, like he was anchored here. So yeah, technically he is American, but he's
he was born here on the soil.
Yeah, he's Trinidadian American. And see, this is where it gets, you know, a little bit dicey, because once he became the coach, they were calling him the first black coach, you know what I mean? But when you put a mic in front of him, he talks about how he's Caribbean. And not only that, he said that he doesn't see color. And
that's what they fucking go ahead, bro. Fuck this nigga. I got it, bro. You know what? To be honest, you don't even got to explain it, bro, unless you want to. We can just keep going. I just wanted to kind of see where we was at, but now I'm already getting it. Like, you already saying this dude, you know, he get up on fucking in front of people and I'm this and that. I'm not this and this. I don't see cut like that's the first fucking fuck shit, man, bro.
Yeah. No, that's the first red flag, because not only that.
Hell yeah, dog.
He because with his daughters, obviously he's a melanated man, his wife is white, and he said that his kids are mixed, right? And that's okay. Like, we're gonna respect them. But what we're saying is we're not doing this whole double back thing where you get around the whites and your kids are mixed, and then you want to come to the cookout and then you say your kids are black. No, your kids are mixed at the cookout. They're mixed around the white folks. They're mixed when they go to this private school. There's nothing wrong with that. But people are just tired of the cosplaying. But yeah, he was getting on TV. He was crying, saying he don't see color and, just saying all this type of stuff. And now when they fired him, they keep saying, black coach fired, black coach fired. So all of these people that are firing you and giving you the boot, they definitely see color.
Oh, they calling you black like a motherfucker, bro.
They calling him blackity, black, black, black. But see, this is supposed to fall on foundational black American men. And we saying, look, we got enough of our issues. We already holding so many other negative stereotypes. What do I always say? Hold your own nuts, hold your own lineage, hold your own.
Hold your own lineage, you son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, hold your own filth. He's Trinidadian, he's Caribbean.
Right.
Many of them identify as Hispanic. So why don't they say Hispanic man? You know what I mean? But we gonna get into the video. So this video is black men responding to the coach losing it all over worshiping whiteness. So let's play this video.
We're some monkey, bro.
Fight Plus News. I'm John.
You got to be the dumbest Negro on the planet. Why are you where you eat, bro?
Common sense ain't that common, man. It ain't that common. Damn fool.
I hope every man learned from this Sharon Moore situation that the spirit of lust is never satisfied.
Last week, we would report that the University of Michigan head football coach Sharon Moore will end up being fired.
And this is bro right here. So once you see him, he just looks like a normal brother until you talk to him and he says he doesn't see color. So don't call him black. You know what I mean? Okay, fine. I'll call you what you identify as. Trinidadian, Caribbean, Hispanic. I know black. Okay, you not black.
After he was allegedly caught having a sexual relationship with his executive assistant. According to reports, the assistant has been identified as Paige Shiver. Now,
you see him over there with that bunny. And meanwhile, he got a wife at home and 3 daughters. 3 of them things, you know what I mean? It's like, bruh, stop with the bunny worship. And I'm not saying that this would have been any better if he was cheating with a sister. It's like, bro, control yourself. You were getting $6 million a year and you blew the remaining.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot, bro.
He had $14 million left on his contract, but because he did this fuck ass shit, they were able to fire him and don't have to pay him.
Man, I would if that was my son, bro, I would cuss him so fucking smooth out, bro. Ugh. Especially over some dumb shit like that, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, I wouldn't know what to do, bro. Like, where did I go wrong, man? For you to be a grown ass man just making these stupid ass decisions, bro.
And not only
fucking
that,
off your life with this shit.
Oh, and that's actually what he said, because the university start asking her, hey, was you cheating with him? And then once the lady snitched and said, yeah, he was beating my guts in, then they said, okay, you're fired. So then he went to her house and started saying that you ruined his life, and he started threatening to kill himself and said, I'm gonna make you watch because my blood is gonna be on your hands because you ruined my life. So that's what happened. She called her lawyer, called the cops. He left, and then the cops basically caught him en route to his house, arrested him. He was released on bond. But I know a lot of people say money ain't everything, and I do concur with that. But bro, you blew a $14 million bag because you couldn't keep it in your pants. And not only that, this dude is the type, like I said, he said he doesn't see color, and he's the type to say, I give all the glory to God and stuff. So he has a wife and 3 daughters, and he would be the type to post, you know how people post on social media, how I'm like, damn, man, that's a beautiful family. They seem so happy. He would post the happiest pictures of his family. Meanwhile, behind his wife's back, he was lusting over Cooch. And not only that, some OnlyFans model had outed him that he was sliding in her DM as well. And then when you go look at his followers, he's following a bunch of OnlyFans thoughts, a bunch of female staff members and stuff. So bro is kind of a little bit of a horn dog.
The story would get noticed even more after Moore would then get arrested for allegedly breaking into the home of Shiver and telling her, "I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is in your hands. You ruined my life," after allegedly grabbing butter knives and scissors. This would prompt a call to the police and Moore leaving before they arrived. He would later be found and arrested in a church parking lot in a neighboring town. Moore would end up being charged with third-degree home invasion and 2 misdemeanors, stalking in a domestic relationship, and breaking and entering. Now, in the aftermath of his firing and arrest, many are reacting to the news since Moore would lose his $6.1 million salary job, including comedian Godfrey and several black men across social media. Now, at the heart of the conversation is another white woman causing another successful black man to lose it all, similar to Shannon Sharpe, who would be removed from ESPN after he was accused of sexually assaulting an OnlyFans model he was dating.
Sharon Moore.
Before I continue, what is it with these Negroes with these humongous bags and they keep fumbling over Cooch? Not just any Cooch, but particularly Snow Bunny Cooch. Shannon Sharpe, who is a legend in the game of football, a Hall of Famer. He fumbled a 23. First of all, he was in line to get a $100 million contract. And then he got fired and had to pay out $23 million to an OnlyFans hoe. And then she turned around and said, "I'm not doing any OnlyFans anymore. I'm retiring and turning a new leaf." What do you think is going to happen with this staffer? She's going to say, "Yeah, he was the head coach and he coerced me. Yeah, I probably sucked him off and, let him hit it from the bike. But, I only did it because he was the coach and he was in a powerful position." And she'll probably get some sort of settlement. So a lot of these dudes, because you can't control yourself, because you're infatuated and so lustful over particularly Snow Bunny Cooch, and a lot of y'all niggas do it for the spicy Latinas, who many of them are just white chicks who speak Spanish, you know what I mean? Y'all dudes gotta really control yourself, have some discipline, but more specifically, have some discipline. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, dog, is these dudes, bro, is fathers matter, bro. And not only fathers matter, but you gotta be a man, bro. You gotta be, you gotta have some depth behind you, bro. You gotta have some morals and shit, bro. Some backbone, a little bit of everything, bro, because this is what happens, bro. This is what I said a couple streams back when I said, bro, I can't raise no emotional ass nigga, bro. I can't do it, bro. Like I'm raising a son. I gotta be in his life. I gotta be able to show him the way and navigate through certain shit, bro, because this is the type of shit, like how I said, bro, with emotional ass niggas, bro, they can put a regular motherfucker in a situation, you know what I'm saying, where, it can be in an unalive situation. When it come to women, women be getting their ass whipped and shit and then all kind of bullshit dealing with these emotional ass niggas. He pulling up to this chick's, place and putting butter knives and all kind of shit to his throat. Like, he's just really emotional.
Yeah.
He's just really emotional, bro, and just really out of pocket, bro. And it's just like I don't know what the fuck his dad was, bro, or what kind of man his dad was, or what kind of game he done put in this nigga, bro, but it ain't him, bro. And that's why, that shit really matters, bro, because when you just let motherfuckers be loose and just try to do things on their own, and if they happen to not grasp any type of real game, this is the type of shit you're going to run across, bro. Like, you're going to run across motherfuckers, like you said, fumbling the bag over some motherfucking pussy, bro. Like, Cooch, I'm my bad, but I'm just saying, bro, like, it's just, this shit is crazy, my nigga. Motherfuckers got to really get this shit together, bro. Go ahead.
Head coach of Michigan football. You got to be the dumbest Negro on the planet. Why are you
I'm doing your hair so beautifully. Does that mean you forgive me?
I'll try. I mean, you were only...
Where you eat, bro. I don't give a and he loves white women anyway. His wife is white, whatever. It's not even a race thing. It's over, bro. And we all love. I'm sure Dr. Umar somewhere going, brother, I tried to tell you, stop the snow bunny. You know what? You pretty much saved Stephen A. Smith's ass for a couple weeks. I was down with Stephen A., but he's been saying some crazy ass, cooning ass, sellout ass. I'm actually looking forward to hearing Stephen A. Smith's take on your stupid ass, Sharon Moore. Well, you're Sharon less now, okay?
Common sense ain't that common. Sharon Moore, Sharon, Heron, Idiot Ron, that done tricked off his life. And I think he had 12.5 million left on his contract because this couldn't be a dumb dude. He the coach of Michigan. So he's not dumb, but he ain't got no common sense. 12.5 million down the drain, family down the drain, career down the drain. Now he in jail behind this. Common sense ain't that common, man. It ain't that common. Damn fool.
Bro, at some point, you got to take accountability for your own actions. You're a grown-ass man. You blaming her when you need to be blaming your damn self. Not only did you cheat on your wife, you got that woman pregnant and paid for the abort, then turn around and lose your damn mind. You went from making millions and millions of dollars every year to making zero. And they charge you with home invasion, breaking and entering, not to mention she white. After all this shit blew over, right? His wife and that side chick that he was dealing with gonna become best friends. They probably sitting back counting money right now. I'm gonna give you that $2 million right there. I'm gonna keep that $5 million right here for me and the kid. He got his black ass out of there. Gonna cheat on me, got me messed up. I don't feel sorry for none of these niggas.
What is going on with these wealthy, successful black men, these high positions, whether it's Sharon Moore, Terry Rozier, whether it's Chauncey Billups, these men who are making tens of millions of dollars, throwing it away for a side piece? And I know what's going to be said, like, we have all the grace for the white men and the black men. I get it. I'm a black man myself. I get it. At some point, like, what's going on, bro? I can't wrap my head around it. I cannot wrap my head around the opportunity to make $7 million a year. Generational wealth. That's supposed to go to your kids and your kids' kids. Throw it away for what? Throw it away for what? Tell me. Like, if I'm being too hard, if I'm not being great, let me know. Let me know.
So why did I just see a post that said, Sharon Moore's dog was not fooled. He knew the whole time.
Man, let a job come to me and offer me $30 million over the course of 5 years. $6.1 million a year for 5 years to do something that I love. And one of the stipulations to immediate termination is dating a coworker. And let somebody even walk up to me and smile.
So real quick, it looked like we got Roger in the building. So Roger, this story is about this coach, the Michigan head coach. He was married, or he still is married, and he has a wife of 10 years, 3 children, and he got fired from his job because he was screwing one or some of the staff members. So he lost a job that was paying him $6 million per year. The remaining amount of the contract was $14 million. So he had to forfeit that because he got fired because he couldn't keep it in his pants. He got charged with a bunch of felonies, stalking, breaking and entering, etc. And these are just some brothers that are reacting to it. And we're about to shut it down pretty soon anyways, because this video is short. So we're just wrapping it up, Roger. So that is what we're discussing. And thank you for coming through. And I'm going to let this video play out. There's only about 3 more minutes left. And then we're going to give our closing remarks and we're going to shut her down.
Dr. Newsom. Okay. I hope every man learned from this Sharon Moore situation that the spirit of lust is never satisfied. It just goes to show his wife wasn't enough. Okay. Then he stepped outside of his wife, dealing with his assistant. His assistant wasn't even enough. Now he's even trying to step outside of that. The spirit of lust is a demon. It is never satisfied. This man let his whole family and his lineage down. This man was making almost $7 million a year. Even when you have it all, when you have that cancerous spirit of lust within you as a man, you will never be satisfied. So I hope a lot of men, every man that see what's going on, you got to learn something from this.
Now, Dr. Umar, who is known for speaking against interracial relationships and black men, in particular being with white women, would share his thoughts on the matter during a live stream. He would go on to point out that Moore was snow bunnied as he ended up losing his job while the alleged mistress has not.
Made a very bad mistake cheating on a snow bunny while married to another snow bunny. He got double bunny. He's the first person I know who got double bunny. Two of them. They got a snow bunny at home cheating on her with another snow bunny. I wish the brother the best. And guess what? He got fired. She still got her job. Jonathan Majors. Shannon Sharp, the head coach of the University of Michigan Wolverines, Tiger Woods. We could be here all night on the list of black men who've been snow bunny in the 21st century. Don't get snow bunny. Young white women in the chat, I got nothing but respect for you. But black men have to learn to stick to black women. Otherwise, we're going to keep on getting our pockets snatched out.
As mentioned, Sharon would end up losing his job following an investigation that he was having relations with a fellow coworker. The university would go on to release a statement. Sharon Moore has been terminated with cause effective immediately. Following a university investigation, credible evidence was found that Coach Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. This conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy, and UM maintains zero tolerance for such behavior. Biff Poggi has been appointed head football coach in an interim capacity, effective immediately. As far as his latest, Moore would end up being released after posting a $25,000 bail, and he is now required to wear a GPS. Now, when it comes to his current marriage, it would appear that Moore's wife, Kelly Moore, is still by his side, as the two were spotted out with their youngest child out of their 3 kids together. If Moore is convicted on all counts, he's facing up to 6 years, 3 months in prison, and $3,500 worth of fines. So let's talk about it more in the comments below. Do you think Moore's troubles will be used against future black coaches? And is it fair that his alleged mistress gets to keep her job with the university? Stay up to date for the latest news in comedy, culture, and sports by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. And if you enjoy content like this,
okay, so go over there and subscribe to that channel, but also let me pull this up too, because this will address Roger's question in the chat.
But of course, she gonna keep her job, bro. Like, thanks a lot, bro. You know, you Trinidadian or whatever you are, they're gonna look at you as black anyway. So you just gave them more ammunition to say that, you know what I'm saying, brothers can't fucking hold it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And fumble the fucking bag. But, you know, of course she gonna keep her shit, bro.
Exactly.
Excuse me, white chick, you know what I'm saying? Black dude, they was waiting for him to fucking bumble that, you know what I'm saying?
And not
so
only
they was gonna get him up out of there quick. Go ahead.
Michigan is a prestigious university, so that's one of the big dog universities. So they don't have no tolerance. There's billions of dollars. That's a over $1 billion investment. So when these people ain't paying their money to have any coach, and especially not a black melanated coach, that's going to be over there banging snow bunnies. It's like, bro, they already gave you a pass because you got a white wife and stuff, but now you banging the snow bunnies. And before I read this, actually this addresses what Roger says, so I pulled this up for him in real time. He said, how old is the coach? The coach is 39 years old. And it says, how does she still have a job? Well, this is why. The staff member was not fired because the University of Michigan policy number 20197 places the responsibility for disclosing intimate relationships on supervisors, not employees, reflecting the power imbalance of supervisory roles. So for one, the university already knew that he was married. So of course he's not going to go to them and say, hey, I'm having an intimate relationship with this staffer. But even if he did, per their policy, the key reason the staff member retained her job lies in the policy 20197, which governs supervisor-employee relationships at the university. This policy explicitly prohibits supervisors from initiating. So that
meaning he knows better, bro. You're the fucking superior, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
And that, so it says it prohibits them from initiating, which means you can't shoot your shot. or
Right.
to initiate an intimate relationship with a subordinate. So they're saying because of the power dynamics,
Right.
she's in a subordinate. He should have known better. So he's been punished and
Bingo.
seen as a victim, even if it's consensual. It's just like if somebody wants to have relationships with a minor, even if it is consensual, it's illegal because they say they're not of the age of consent. So even if they want to get down legally, they can't consent. So this
College
is
professor and his fucking student, bro.
yeah. Even if the student wants to give them sloppy toppy, legally they can't consent to it.
Right. He's supposed to know better, bro. You're the teacher.
Well, he
And
does.
they're of age, all that, but still, fuck no, bro. And if you think about it, bro, it kind of makes sense because what do you think those casting calls came from back in the days, bro?
Yeah, with the cow.
Because motherfuckers had fucking power, bro, and these women, you know what I'm saying, was trying to get these jobs.
That's the whole premise of sleeping your way to the top.
Fuck yeah, dog. Absolutely.
That means that the people in positions of power are willing to dangle powerful positions as long as you give up the culture, do some compromising thing. So that's kind of, I don't think all of the women involved are just benevolent, sweet angels and innocent, but you sign your name on a dotted line to accept millions of dollars. He knew what he was getting himself into. So the dude not a victim. And based on this policy, right? Because they are allowed as a private institution and entity to put forward a policy. And once you sign your name on a dotted line and say, I will agree to this policy, there's nothing else that you can say. He left 14 million on the table because he violated the policy and he couldn't keep it in his pants.
Absolutely fucking horrible, bro.
And
he's a complete letdown, dog. He's a complete letdown, dog. Complete letdown. There's nothing he can say, bro, to fucking make that shit right, bro. Like you should have knew better, bro. You was really out of pocket, dog. Really out of pocket. And the thing is that chick that he was, fucking with, she probably already had the game before she even came out with it. She probably got at somebody and it was like, hey, yeah, look at these guidelines. You good. You gonna keep your job. You good. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog.
And in this public record, they know Michigan is one of the big dogs. They just won the national championship a couple years ago. So she knows, like I said, I don't see her as just this innocent victim, but even still, even if she was consensual, even if she was begging him, please, please let me suck you off and stuff, he still signed on the dotted line that he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't accept it. And on top of that, this dude is a Bible thumper. He's always talking about, I'll give all the glory to God and Christian this and Christian
You gotta
that.
watch them, dog. You gotta watch them, bro. Them be the ones, bro.
Oh, you know what? It's funny because now I could actually hit him. I was waiting for an appropriate time to hit him. But hey, Sharon Moore, this one's for you.
Play with that freaky ass shit, nigga. You's a freaky ass nigga. Fuck you mean? Get your freaky ass on. You know you freak.
Use a fan. That nigga is a freaky ass nigga. Bruh, you need to get it together, dog.
Play with that freaky ass shit, nigga. You's a freaky ass nigga.
Then on top of that, when we talk about the lustfulness, right? Let's hit him with some scriptures then, since bro want a Bible thump. Let's talk about Timothy 2:22. So flee youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with these who call on the Lord from a pure heart. You can't have a pure heart when you sit over here. You got a wife and 3 daughters, right? And I think most of them are young. How is he going to explain this to his 3 daughters? And what if his daughters say, hey, daddy, should I stay with a man who's cheating on me like you did mommy? How is he going to answer that? Let's talk about Colossians 3:5. Put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you: sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil, desire, covetousness, which is idolatry. So in the Bible, they're saying, man, put all of this sexual deviant energy, all of this sexual immorality and impurity, which they call evil. They're saying you need to put that to rest. You need to put it to death, because that's a form of idolatry. This is what the good book is saying. So that's why you got to watch out for these people who's always saying, God, this, and I give glory to the God. And I'm not saying this is everyone. I'm just saying you need to just look at it from a skeptical standpoint, because I know plenty of people that was going to those private Catholic schools and they was busting it open at parties. I mean, a lot of people know about the preacher's kid, but they call it PK. They know many of them was doing some freaky stuff. Not all, you know what I mean? Some of them would be considered prudes, you know what I mean? What people would say. But yeah, there was a lot of them that was doing extremely freaky stuff, you know what I mean? So you do got to watch out for the people that's acting like they're just so into God and Jesus. And also, let me emphasize, let me pull this up as well before we close this thing out, because I'm not shocked at how this dude was infatuated with Snow Bunny Cooch. This dude was face deep and waist deep and just thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. And now they giving him his Caribbean wake up call. That's what he's getting. So let me pull this up right here, because he is one of these goofy Negroes that subscribes to this idiotic ideology. Sharon Moore said he didn't believe in race. Huh? So when he was accepting the role for being the first black coach of Michigan, he believed in race. But then when people are asking him about his kids, oh no, I don't believe in race because my wife is white, my kids are Caucasian. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let's look this up and see. Here we go right here. Sharon Moore expressed his views about race in a straightforward and personal manner. He stated, really, I don't see color. My wife is Caucasian. That's a slap in the face right there. I could stop right there. He doesn't see color, but he knows his wife is white. What the fuck is he talking about? So here he goes. Really, I don't see color. My wife is Caucasian. My kids are mixed. You see what I'm saying? He's not saying that his kids are black. He's saying that his kids are mixed. So then if we say, hey, that's okay, your kids are not black, they're mixed, you can't keep blackness. Bruh, if he's raising his kids as mixed, they're going to identify as mixed. Mixed doesn't mean black. You may have a portion of black in you, but what you're saying is you're saying that you're something other than being black. And that's perfectly fine. But we're just saying stay the other, right? We don't want to see someone saying that one day they're a zebra and the other day that they're a Mustang. No, a zebra and a Mustang, they're not the same. You know what I mean? You can't be a zebra on Saturday and a Mustang on Sunday. If you're a zebra in Africa, you're a zebra in China, you're a zebra in Venezuela. You know what I mean? But this is why people are really drawing the line with many people, because before we would call anyone and everyone black. We would be fighting people saying, no, man, you tripping. You don't know yourself. You actually are black. And now we just saying, okay, that's fine. Hold your own lineage, your own heritage and ethnicity. If you're not black, we agree. We fully concur. You're not black. You're not like us. And that's perfectly fine. But he also says, my kids are mixed. I deal with black, white. I've lived in Kansas where you can be in the house with the door open at 12. What the hell does that have to do with you saying you don't see color? And then he said in New Jersey where you have to be in the house by 6 o'clock. I've seen all the cards of the spectrum. So he's basically saying that he lived in neighborhoods where you can leave your door open, and he also lived in the hood. but he's doing all of this kind of incoherent babbling. And
you're talking about this one guy, right? Still,
this same coach. This is him.
Yeah,
saying
he's a dipshit, bro. Like, I don't care what the fuck he's got to say. He put himself in a complete trick bag, bro. Whatever he's got coming to him, I don't care about his whining, where he's lived. Like, he's lost me, bro. Like, for real, bro. When you started talking about him in the beginning and how he was already trying to, I don't see color and all that, I already knew what fucking path he was going down, bro. You know what I mean? I was kind of done then. I gave it a chance and let it rock out, but now how you're just talking about what he's saying and shit, like, it's just like, this dude, he's a fucking idiot. And then just looking at him when they had him questioning him and shit, he's in his white shirt or whatever, just that fucking puppy dog look on his face, like, bro, you're a grown ass man, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, your facial expressions and shit right there, like, you just hella fucking victimized and shit. Like, just trash, bro.
Hey, bro, I hear you, and let me just wrap this up, and then another quote that he said, like all good people, he doesn't judge people based on race. That's kind of what we've been driving for in America. I guess he was saying striving for in America for generations. So
yeah, that's the church coming out in him right now. Now he's giving you a dose of his. Go ahead, dog.
Yeah, so no, that's right, because that's what he was saying. Colorblind, we're all God's children, but even in church, even MLK said this, the most segregated hour is like 12 p.m. on a Sunday. So all of these people that say they don't see color, but then they go to a church and you be the only black person there, because he obviously goes to the white church, because that's what a lot of Caribbeans do. But why is there a black church? Why is there a white church? Why is there an Asian church? And we all God's children. White people ain't pushing for a multiracial church. Do you really think Chinese people want to go to church with you? Do you really think these Hispanic Mexicans and El Salvadorians want to go to church with you? But I thought we were all God's children. And then if we all gonna be allegedly together when we go to heaven, why the fuck are we segregated on planet Earth? So in the spiritual realm, we gonna be together? So fuck y'all niggas on Earth. We'll unite in heaven? Does that shit make any sense to you, bruh?
You're asking me?
Yeah, I was asking you. Because you grew up in the church, right, Big Rig? You was a little choir boy Rig. Choir Rig slaps.
I had my church days, bro, but
boy, you had your Easter's best. You had your Easter's best on Sunday. I know you was dripped.
Nah, bro, I wasn't though. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, this guy, bro, he's too much for me, bro. And the thing is when he starts talking like that, and it's like he's grasping for straws, bro. That's why I said now he's talking about his church side. You know what I'm saying? To give you his church background, and like you said, I don't see color and all that. Bro, you're completely off, bro. You're off. You don't take accountability for shit. Your wake up call is now, because shit, bro. Like, all your bread and everything, that's a rap video. That's over with. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at 6 years right now. So all that other shit you're talking, like himself, like all that shit he's talking, like, bro, you need to concentrate on, you may get him this 6 years, what places you might be at, you know what I'm saying? And making sure, you know what I'm saying, you got shit together for that. All this old other side talk and looking like a victim and all this type of shit, nigga, the shit done already hit the fan, bro. Like, it's time to be like, fuck the dumb shit. Look, man, I'm looking at like 6, man. I got, a house, whatever. I gotta make sure this shit paid. Like, that's what the fuck you need to be worried about, bro.
I need to be on, huh? And look,
hell yeah.
Let me play this before I shut her down, because this will sum up everything that we were just talking about. So this was him where Coach Jim Harbaugh, who's now the coach of the Chargers, right? he had to, I think he was suspended a couple games because they were caught stealing signs. Basically, they're looking at what the other team is going to run, and then they kind of.
Was that Jim Harbaugh? Didn't he fuck with the Niners?
Yeah, he messed with the Niners. Then he left the Niners. Then he
used to live in he used to live up in not actually Santa Cruz, bro, but you know, like how I told you, I got like a lot of like rich partners and shit, and I had like some partners that also house sitted, bro, for like some millionaires up in the hills, bro, and like, you know, they used to always call us up and we would go kick it and shit, and he lived right next door, bro, and we used to see him all the time in his backyard chilling and shit. It was some crazy shit, bro, and that's when he was coaching for the Niners, bro. I just you said that name and it just brought me back, bro, because
yeah, no, that was the same.
Right next door to that nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? When he was out here coaching for the Niners, bro, the niggas kicking in his backyard and shit, and he was a cool dude.
Yeah, that was the same coach, and then he left and went to Michigan, and then he actually won a national championship at Michigan. So
that's what's up.
So this black dude was the coach, or let me be correct, this Trinidadian dude was the coach.
Yeah, correct that shit.
Harbaugh had got suspended because they were stealing signs from the other team. So he had to fill in for Harbaugh, and he played against Ohio State, which is one of the greatest rivalries in history. So I'm gonna play this video before I shut her down, and this is how he reacted to winning that game and to being the interim coach when Harbaugh was out for being suspended. Mind you, he was suspended for stealing play, so that's considered cheating. But
yeah, that's awful, bro. Go ahead.
To say that this has been a crazy 24 hours for your guys to win on the road in this environment when there were doubts. Jerome, what does it mean to you?
Well, I thank the Lord. Well, I thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. Did this for you. For this university, the president, our AD, we got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These fucking guys right here. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
To say that this has been a crazy 24 hours for your guys to win on the road in this.
I don't like him.
Need I say more?
Why you do this to me, B? I didn't like the dude from when you first started talking in the beginning. I went ahead, I thugged it, and he just kept, it's like you just kept sticking me, bro, with salt, with the knife, bro. Like it was crazy, just kept sticking me, bro. And then this is how you ended with this guy like that, bro. That's really how you ended, dog.
Hey, I had to, because you seen, not only was he worshiping white, Caucasian cooch.
Did he even sound like a brother to you?
No, he's not. He's a Trinidadian Caribbean person. Like I said, he didn't sound. I fucking love you, man. He love you.
Is he cussing with also giving praise to God?
I give the fucking glory to fucking God, fucking man.
That fucking guy, and when he went to hug the player didn't even show no emotion with him, bro. Like yeah, coach. Like they probably think he's a fucking. They probably don't like him either, dog.
But see, this is why he got hired, because they know this dude is a moist, effeminate man. So they know that he's not going to buck the system or challenge power. They know that he's going to be a yes man. The only issue was they were okay with him. I'm not saying that he was a horrible coach, right? He was decent at his job. The thing is, he got a little bit too big for his skis, because he said, I don't see color. But he had a hankering for banging these snow bunnies, right? He saw that those chicks wasn't black. Right. He saw color when he was going after the snow bunnies. And that's what he tried to get in on there. I don't see color, man. We just need to stop talking about race. And what he was trying to do was desensitize the W people so that he can keep smashing all these snow bunnies. And they was like, OK, cool. If you want to do it behind the scenes, cool. But once we find out, there's people chomping at the bit. Big Rig is always somebody that want to take your spot, whether it's at your job, whether it's with your partner, your significant other, you know somebody is waiting in the wings to take that. So if you mess up,
and then that's they woman, dog. So we giving you a pass, knowing you married to one. Okay, whatever, bro. But now you over here trying to fuck over and do that nigga shit. Like, you know, that's what they gonna call it, that nigga shit up over here, bro. With our woman, nigga, we taking your job. Get the fuck out of here.
and guess
I
what?
love you, man. I love you, man. What?
Bro, you wild for that. Bro, oh man, you good at them impressions because you sounded just like.
Because I tried to hit it just like he did, bro. I swear to God, I did, bro. I tried to hit it just like how he hit it, bro. That's how much he fucking fucked me up, bro. Like, it stained my shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? Is this nigga for real, bro?
That's wild, bro. Hold on, bro. I gotta.
This environment, when there were doubts. Jerome, what does it mean to you?
Well, I thank the Lord. Well, I thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD, we got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These fucking guys right here. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
Horrible, bro.
Yeah. So, and like Roger said,
Was he
that's.
trying to get an award, bro? Like that shit was crazy, bro.
And you know what? This was actually before he got the head coaching job, so maybe it did work because
it did work.
Yeah, because Harbaugh left and he started coaching the Chargers, and then he got the job. So this did work. So dude was on cloud 9, and then he started swimming in Snow Bunny Cooch, and now look where he's at, bro. So I mean, this should be a lesson, like you said, especially to your son, bro. You raising a young man, not a young simp that's not gonna be able to.
He'll never be on TV doing no shit like that, bro. Nigga, I'll call him on the spot. Like, I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you, son. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get off the air like that. Like, what the fuck is you doing? And then you praising this man like, son, what the fuck is you doing, man? Like, straight all L's, bro. That's what I'm like, bro. Like, who the fathers matter, bro? But you gotta be a father of some substance, though, my nigga, because this shit right here, bro, is so unacceptable, bro, on so many levels, bro. And then you done fumbled the bag, like that one dude said, like you done fucked off fucking generations of your family, bro. Like you had money that, you know what I mean? Like
daughter's mouth. He got 3 daughters, bro. And not only that, bro, what he's not gonna get hired as no coach nowhere else. What team will want to hire him? They gonna think like, nah,
that nigga be at a high school, but he ain't gonna be at no type of bread that he, bro.
Yeah, them high school.
You ain't even probably gonna get $100K a year, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to do your thing, and you probably for sure worth it, but you just done bumbled yourself and your.
And that's the thing. He wasn't a trash coach. The dude was actually.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, bruh, it's not like you was just trash. You was good.
Your character killed it for you, though. That's your resume now, bro. Like you're stained.
And not only that, think about this too. Like there's a lot of sectors where they say, dude, I can't trust you. How could I trust you to be loyal to this company?
Right.
You wasn't even loyal to your wife.
Hey, bro, these motherfuckers, look, they may have themselves a nice little thing, right? And think that he may come around and try to steal their shit. You know what I mean? Like your whole character is bad, bro.
But Pete, this Big Rig, all of those higher ups are in there smashing subordinates. He's not the only one doing it.
No, for sure. And that's what I'm saying, though. So when you know you come from that life like that, you think you're going to bring in this motherfucking dog that you know? Like, nigga, come on, dog. Hell yeah, all of them be on that same shit. Look at this Epstein shit, nigga. All these top dogs over here acting a donkey, bro.
Top
It's
dogs.
levels, bro. It's money, nigga. Like they be on some other shit. They let their hair down around these other high powered money fucking dirtbag ass motherfuckers, bro. You know what I'm saying? But there's levels to it. You ain't just gonna have no regular motherfuckers up in the hell no, because they're gonna expose you. You would have been had an Epstein files years ago, but nigga, they come on, dog. You got motherfuckers from England and all kind of shit, you know, head dudes.
They got Bill Clinton, they got Trump, they got Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
And,
like just don't be playing with me, bro. Like you play with your kids, my nigga. But like when motherfuckers be trying to bullshit and everything, it's like, come on, man. You know what else, real quick though, before you leave, though, it's just like, and I might speak on this shit tomorrow, bro, because the shit done pissed me off, bro. The dude from Hoodstocks, bro, made a comment, you know what I'm saying, because of Blueface, bro. He had like the little Mexican chick, you know what I'm saying. They did a little podcast thing or something, or video or whatnot. She was on the nigga's lap or whatever. Dude was asking another Mexican chick, you know what I'm saying, on his podcast, like, yeah, what do you think about that Blueface thing? Do you think he's a good looking, you know, black dude? And the bra was kind of, you know, procrastinating on answering and shit. And he was just like, yeah, you know, black dude, you know, good looking black dude, you know, African booty scratcher. I was like, what the fuck, bro? And then I look at, you know what I'm saying, a couple of these other content creators, bro, speaking on it, bro, that happen to be Mexican, bro, and they giving this motherfucker like, no, we don't see it as him being. Some of them was like, yeah, bro, he had a line. And then some of them was like, no, we don't see it as him being racist. Come on, we all fucking crack joke as kids and shit. Niggas like, bro, when you hear this shit, it's like, bro, are you fucking for real? Now, what if these niggas start cracking jokes about you motherfuckers, bro, like that? You know what I'm saying? Calling you guys all out your name, and we like, you know, like just no accountability, bro. Like the shit was really irking me, my nigga. And the way they try to spin it, bro. And the thing is I ended up looking at their comments and shit, like their comment section, and then it threw me through a roof, bro. And I had to get up out of there, bro, because I was about to type shit, and I was like, nah, because I'm gonna just bring attention to myself, and then it's gonna really piss me off. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know these motherfuckers, and they gonna just really try to trigger a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it just fucked me up, bro. How these motherfuckers like get to just saying shit, bro. Like when it comes to that black and brown shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I got a lot of partners, bro, that is Mexican, bro, and we don't be on those type of pages in no type of way, my nigga.
We don't even
But it's
joke
just
like that, bro.
absolutely not, my nigga. And it's just wild though when I be seeing that type of shit, bro, because you know what I mean, it's really out of line, my nigga. And I've also seen, you know what I'm saying, of you know what I'm saying, some of my partners and they peoples that be a little bit off the hook, bro. It ain't necessarily them, but they do be having that shit, you know what I'm saying, around they peoples, bro. And it's just like when you be saying little slick shit like that, bro, like that shit ain't cool, bro. And then when you're older, my nigga, and you try to sugarcoat the shit, bro, or you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, like you can't move forward with that type of shit, bro. You know what I mean? Because certain shit is not tolerated, my nigga. You know what I mean? On any level, bro. Especially when you doing this, you know, I try to be as like, you know, cool and corrected as I can when I you know, be on the air like this, bro. Like when I say shit, because you know, this shit be sticking, bro, and I don't want to be out of pocket or offend nobody or nothing like that. I'm gonna pop my shit for sure, but I'm not gonna just be loose, you know what I mean? And just that type of shit, bro. It really it fucked me up, bro. And just to see these motherfuckers being older, my nigga, and seeing all these other people that are older too, and they kind of giving it a pass, bro. It's just not right, bro. And then you know, Adam 22, he kind of putting his spin on it, and motherfuckers kind of getting on his helmet. But then other cats is kind of giving him kind of a pass with the shit, and the shit just gets too weird for me, bro. Like certain shit that motherfuckers be doing on this on these apps, bro. When it comes to just kind of, you know, speaking their mind or doing their commentary, bro, they really get beside themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just really out of pocket, bro. And I just had to just bring that up with you, my nigga. I don't know if you heard about it or seen it. You may want to type it up, bro, because it's kind of wild, bro.
No, I know exactly what it is, and just for the sake of this stream, because if I pull that up, I'm gonna go in. And
I don't want you to. I don't mean for you to do it or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like on your own time or whatnot. I don't know.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
It was one of the things that I was gonna cover because I have no issue covering this, and I always talk about how people say the Black community has an accountability problem, but then you look at these other communities, nobody takes accountability. We are the only community that holds each other accountable. Like I said, we'll say goofy shit like black on black crime, Black people need to do this, fatherless homes, and all this other type of shit. It's a bunch of kids out of wedlock grown in the Hispanic community, but find me the video of them talking about it. The gangs, right? You know how violent those gangs are. Show me a video of them talking about it. So you got Mexican gangbangers. They ain't talking about how to clean up their community. They talking about Black people. They calling people African booty scratchers. Nigga, we ain't used that shit since the early 90s. And we was calling each other that. But that's a racialized joke. When somebody outside of our community is using that, that is a bigoted response because, like I said, my slogan, all slurs matter, all epithets matter. So if it's okay to call African booty scratcher, I say, hey, keep saying that and say it a little bit more. But I'm a little bit more diabolical with my stuff. So then that means, hey, we just gonna call them Mexican. I gotta add a little bit more to it. I'm gonna call them a Mexican border hopping beaner booty scratcher. Keep calling us African booty scratchers, and you're a Mexican border hopping beaner booty scratcher. You know what I mean? Has a nice ring to it. It's just jokes, right?
And that's what it kind of came down to, because you got other people, like Munchie B and shit. Now that they popping they shit, you know what I'm saying? And as they should, you know what I'm saying? And the dude Gumby from Hoover, because when you get on the air, bro, and it's tit for tat. But I mean, there's some motherfuckers that's tit for tat, nigga. Like, so you just supposed to get a pass and say what the fuck you say? Nah, nigga. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to go forward and move forward with anything, bro, when shit like this just come about, bro. And then when you have your own that's like pacifying the shit, bro. Like acting as if, bro, it's just like why are you taking it so serious, bro? Like, and they tried to put it off on a movie, bro, from when they said it on fucking Boys in the Hood, my nigga. But at the same time, bro, like,
two Black
why
kids.
would you what if I've heard all kind of little slurs with Mexicans and Asians and shit, and I just use that on the air right now, bro? Are you fucking crazy, my nigga? And then I don't even give you the excuse from a movie. I got my people, other Black people talking about, oh man, we used to hear that shit on fucking what was that army movie, bro? You know what I'm saying? When Love Me Long Time and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Platoon and all. Oh, we heard that on Platoon, or I heard something from another race. Oh, we heard that on this movie. Like, bro, like what the fuck, bro? But I'm using it in the times right now, and I'm acting like it's just from a movie when it's definitely a fucking racial slur, bro.
Okay,
it's
so
just like it's out of hand, bro.
I'm gonna pull this up because
don't pull it up, B.
No, I'm not pulling up the video because we could address more on your stream. But like I said, all slurs matter. Merch coming soon, so let me know if y'all want that.
That'd be hard. That'd be hard.
But, hey, look at these terms, because a lot of y'all ain't familiar with these terms. So you know what I mean? These are a lot of terms. Now they don't only represent Mexicans, but these are a lot of the terms that people don't even know. So when people just think about wetback and beaner and shit like that, border hopper, you know what I mean? Those are just a tip of the iceberg. Some of these things you're gonna be like, I ain't never heard of this shit before. Have you heard of a BMW? Big Mexican women? people heard of it. Oh yeah, I used to have a BMW. No, I didn't mean BMW.
See, though, that's crazy, bro. To be honest, I don't even want to learn any fucking new fucking words, bro, because
Either
I
because
think I
this,
think that
you don't joke like that.
yeah, like I think that's so out of line and just so out of like I've never done it, bro. Like I've never done it. And like where I grew up, bro, we have a lot of Asians, bro. And I remember I used to have like white partners, bro, that used to use that term when it came to Asians, bro, like talking about how they drive, but they would just call them that G word and all. And it would hella rub me the wrong way, bro. I'd be like, why y'all say that shit, bro? Like it just sounds nasty, my nigga. Like for what? You know what I mean? Even if you don't like they style or whatnot, like why give them a cold ass or use just a crazy ass name, bro? That's like hella just like there's just hate, bro. Like it's really weird to me, bro.
Bro,
It's
look
really
at this
weird.
shit. Some of this stuff I never heard of, bro. So not only they say not only wetback, they could be calling people a damp back, which means you're not quite wet. That means you're half Mexican, so you ain't full wetback. You're just a damp back. You know
You
what I
see
mean?
how crazy that shit gets, bro?
That just
And
sounds.
just think if you go to other races and shit, bro, and pull up like look at how you can pull up a fucking database on this shit, bro.
Yeah, this is the racial slur database, and
That's crazy.
you know what race has the most slurs, right? Obviously, is black people. But like, hey, I try to tell people, fine, y'all call all of us. Look at this shit. They're calling someone a fence hopper, a dirty Sanchez, a chunt, which comes from chantaro, meaning a badly dressed Mexican. They're calling people a Mexican means you're a fucking Mexican. Like, come on, bruh. Now, if we said all of this shit and just said that we're a joke, they said a field rat. And I know what fob is. This is like a 90s term or early 2000 term.
Yeah, but that's
Fob.
for the Asians, ain't it?
Yeah, well, see, this is the thing. Fob for the Asians meant fresh off the boat.
The boat.
But for Mexicans, it means fresh over the border.
Oh, fuck.
You see what I'm saying? Also, they got FOF, fresh over the fence.
Yeah,
And
see, bro, this shit's crazy.
a greaser, a jumping bean, a lubricano. So I'm like, this another thing. A migger. What is a migger? A migger is just like a wigger. A wigger is a white nigger.
Mexican.
Mexican nigger. That's what a migger is. And bro, I could just keep going down. Scrap, spigot fence, a spickaninny, Tex-Mex, tire hugger. Some of these don't seem as that bad. Okay, then call your Mexican friends that then. It's just a joke, right? They, instead of calling someone just a wetback, they call them a soak. Just like a wetback, but it means when you cross the Rio Grande River, your whole back gets soaked. So you're beyond a wetback, you're soaked. Would any of these shits be taken as jokes if we're just saying it? It's just jokes, bro.
Absolutely not, bro.
But if African booty scratcher is a joke, then all of these are jokes too.
And that's what I'm saying, my nigga. And that's why when you see these motherfuckers that are older and they're giving these motherfuckers like as if, man, that ain't this. Why are these motherfuckers tripping? They tripping. And then in the comment section, the same shit. It's just like, are you guys fucking for real, bro? Like it's amazing to me, my nigga. And you're older.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean? And it's like you're still pushing these stupid lines like as if you're still in prison or you're still under these fucking guidelines of fucking your big homie when you should be the big homie, bro. Like sometimes you're supposed to grow out of that shit. That's why I was telling you before, like I don't be mad at these dropout motherfuckers and all that shit because they preaching something to me that they should have been preaching from the get, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be having these motherfuckers going to fucking jail and doing stupid shit and all this gang life and all this old bullshit. You know what I mean? Teach these motherfuckers some respect and and real honor, bro. You know what I'm saying? Besides this gang shit and taking pride in that, you know what I mean?
Stand for the black and brown myth stuff that y'all actually talking about, because y'all say black and brown. Most of y'all don't identify as brown. And then as soon as y'all go, the place where we should be the most united, right? Because our backs are against the wall in prison, right? And prison shows you just how divided the country really
Yeah,
is.
it doesn't happen, bro. It doesn't happen because when motherfuckers get up, man, look, I end up talking too goddamn much.
Okay, so say that. Say that for tomorrow, because we're gonna go in and I got some videos to add to whatever you need, and you know I can pull them up too as well. So this has been a fruitful stream. We're gonna get ready to shut it down. So Big
Yeah,
Rig,
you almost did 3 hours tonight, man. Good shit.
yeah, 240. I wasn't even expecting that, but you came up and you was cooking. So Big Rig, let the people know where they can, where they can find your channel and give your closing remarks.
Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all come check me out, man. You know what I'm saying? West Coast Wednesdays on the block with Rig. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and type that up, y'all. You're sending you right to my shit. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shit, we might go ahead and just do that topic, man. I'm gonna add that topic in there. B-Eazy to slide through. He already know that, man, and we can go ahead and touch on that. So if y'all want to peep that out, we can definitely make that happen. I appreciate you, B-Eazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, the replay gang. Y'all know what it is, man.
Hey, shout out to Big Rig Slap. Shout out to John, everyone in the chat that's joined, that's viewing this concurrently, and they'll be watching on the replay gang. I sincerely appreciate y'all. You know, the likes are free. It won't cost you a fee. So go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. You know, I'll say a lot of things that you concur with, a lot of things that you disagree with, but hey, this is a safe space and a great place so you can vent, you can hate, but you just can't troll. You know what I mean? We don't want to deal with that. We accept disagreements over here. So, you know, voice your opinions in the chat after the stream, and we'll be back with you this week, possibly tomorrow with another one, but I'll definitely be over at Big Rigs, tuning in to the West Coast Wednesdays, contributing over there. So I'm gonna hit y'all with a couple visuals before we get out of here, and we'll shut this thing down within the next 10 minutes. So let me hit y'all something like this. Time for a like intermission. We kindly request that you show love to the channel's creator and platform by leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content. Liking posts is completely free and helps the algorithm boost our reach. We want to grow the community larger and larger. So thank you all who take the time to support us. It does mean the world to us and doesn't go unnoticed.
Time you gave me my money.
Where my money? I need cash. Please send that money. Hey, please send that money. Hey, please send that money. Where my money? I need cash. Where my money? I need cash.
Yeah. Hey. Burning up, just go ahead and turn this up. I bring the pain like an aftermath of a car wreck. It's a lot of niggas that say they real, but to me that shit is far-fetched. Them cats is pussy, they really is on some feminine stuff. I ride up on them with the 40 ounces, the definition of adrenaline rush. What it do is sweet like cinnamon puffer, my niggas is rough like Willow Pass. Grew up out on Mary Mac, but I used to hang on Willow Pass. These birds that I roll with, outcasts and misfits, for the zip lips so you get hit when the fifth spit. Flat line in your Fitbit. Trap habits is black magic, no voodoo. Get the bands like boo-coo, for the cocaine they go boo-boo. Most these niggas is foo-foo, so I'm shitting on them like doo-doo. I can't fuck with y'all like tofu. I'm just saying, man, like Goku. Bad bitches at the house with me watching Netflix or Roku. Fuck them both at the same time, and I swear to God it was so cool. Street legend, real boss, I call shots cause I'm still saucy. I know some G's to the bike crack on Chirac and then fly back out to Milwaukee. When they hear me flow, they say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. When you hear me flow, say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up.